players of the internet, listen to my story. This story is about 6 Pokemon trainers venturing off on an adventure unlike any other they had ever experienced. Will there be joy? Will there be sadness? Will there be gain or life? Or will there be loss and shame? Either way, I hope you'll all sit back and enjoy the story. I had to be melodramatic somehow. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the timer has hit 0. The song is now done. I hope you all know that it's time for some fun. Don't you think? Hopefully, anyway. Oh, sorry, I'm speaking over the last OST. I'm speaking over the Kahizu OST. Listen. Oh, hang on. Here's the best bit. Oh, it's the best track of the game. Anyway, let's get on with tonight's session, ladies and gentlemen. Our players are waiting patiently. I hope they're ready to sit back and relax and...
Also, hello there, Dungeon Master.
Chris is here. Chris is here, guys.
Yeah.
We have no plan.
Wait, no plan? Were you discussing a plan behind my back?
All
No.
I'm saying is, Theon, prepare to get your ass cheeks clapped.
Oh, my players are scheming to stop an evil scheme. Good. Anyway.
As they should, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's technically what you're supposed to be doing. I hope I clicked the right one.
Did you click the right one?
Yes, I did click the right one. I did click the right one. I did it.
Are you sure you didn't click the left one by accident?
I know what I'm doing. I know my AB3s and 1-2Cs.
Quick, Stewie, hit the red buttons.
Okay, anyway.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to the Pokemon version of Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. I hope you know that we got ourselves an interesting situation to deal with tonight, but let's go right through this, because I am your Dungeon Master, or Game Master, depending which form you look at, because there's some people who got picky about that. Don't worry, I'll explain that later. Anyway, but I am your Master of Ceremonies, Brownie of the Deutsch Gamers, and joining us tonight is the ragtag crew as you, hopefully, know and love them. We're joined by Aeon.
Hello.
Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll do this another way. Playing Arlen, we have Aeon.
Hello there.
And playing Kemplar, we have Theon. Oh no!
To catch them is my water.
There goes the copyright. Pokemon. There goes copyright. maybe.
I said it was public domain.
Oh, DMCA!
Shush you. Playing Louise, we have Delancey.
Hi.
Playing Elizabeth, we have Heidi.
Good night, mates.
Playing Little Holly, we have Caitlin. And last but not least, playing Tycho, we have Floof. Where's all the noise?
Are you waiting for me?
Yes, yes, we are waiting for you.
I did that on purpose.
You mother frickers. Your DM will remember this.
You know, Chris, it's funny how you mentioned perception check, how we're supposed to be rolling for a high number. That's kind of hard to do when we have to work with our D6s.
Shush! I mean, you're not wrong. Hey, I mean, it's the motto of the show. I have to say it somehow, don't I?
Hey, that's how the dice rolls.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Let's have fun.
Yes, let's have some fun. By the way, how's everybody doing today? Is everyone excited?
Doing okay.
I'm a little tired, so I got me some soda to hopefully keep me awake.
Fun.
Help.
Oh, you got soda? Fantastic.
Oh.
Now this is cheerwine soda, black
Okay.
cherry.
Oh.
Oh, wow, he didn't get the joke.
I know what I got the joke. I was just trying to ignore it.
Oh.
If I ignore it long enough.
He ignored my joke. Bad Let's Player here. 10 out of 10.
Yes.
How the
hints later.
how the turns have tabled. Wait.
Anyway,
Yes.
that's the story so far.
Yes. All right. Let's get on with this. So first of all, I would like to stress, if you are familiar with how things work with our channel, we normally do a session every single 2 weeks. For those who tuned in last week and was expecting the Pokemon one, and they got greeted either by the original or didn't know that we alternate between the 2 different campaigns. We have our normal D&D games and our Pokemon D&D campaigns. So if you're tuning in for the first time, if you like what you see and you stick around to the end, know the next Pokemon one will be in 2 weeks from today. Unless something comes up, but we will let you know if anything comes in advance. So, just a small heads up for any of those who are wondering why we missed 1 week. But, hopefully it hasn't caused everybody some post-traumatic dungeon disorder. But, with that said, is everybody ready to play?
Ready.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, audience, I hope you're all looking forward to the show, and sit back and relax and enjoy the party. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with a quick recap of what happened on the last episode of our Pokemon Perception Check. The team of Pokemon trainers who had combined together only a couple of days ago had managed to make their way towards the next destination of their journey, Petalburg City. Along the way, who's playing Final Fantasy? I recognize number 9.
I don't even
Doing I didn't listen.
So I heard the you found something noise there.
Who's that?
We'll talk later. Anyway,
Okay.
along the way, you came across the new appointed Petalburg gym leader, Angela. After a quick introduction, a welcoming battle to the dismay of Holly, unfortunately, and a bit of a pep talk, you had then discovered that the appearance of the Rolsers that was around the area ended up being the result of a being that you would soon later discover their name, known as the Collector, who had set up shop in a small, abandoned area just close to where Petalburg City was. You managed to successfully deal with the guard and his pet, and his beloved pet Houndour, But with a little help thanks to Puppet, you managed to, well, you got a little information to know that the Collector had somehow seen a few of you. So it's presumed that he was ready. You managed to split up into different directions, with one team heading through the front door and sealing it up with the string shot with a small little Joltik's help. And Kemplar managing to make his own way in through the back door. With a, well, I'd say a cold reception isn't the proper term. But as you guys were making your way to the area here, Kemplar had burst through the back door with the help of his lovable Torchic, as well as himself. So, with that, our recap is over. So, players, as it stands, Kemplar, you have made your way into the inner sanctum with the help of Bogdol, causing some trouble. You make your way there as one of the other little workers is just rubbing his hand like, "Ow! Oh, that's hot!" And Puppet well, at this point, Bogdol is the only one in. Do you choose to follow?
Well, that's a good question. We're gonna stand by the door right now because I'm pretty much holding Boggle in my hands right now.
Okay, yeah,
I know what that means.
Yeah, I'm just putting the music on because it's the only thing I've got right now for chaos. Yes, I couldn't get more music lately. I had trouble with my software. Sorry, everybody.
No, that's all right.
Right, so as this happened, Puppet is just seeing all this, and the lot of you are all basically just waiting round the corner. So, at this point, Kemplar is just trying to hold Bogdal at this point, as the door handle is extremely hot. What are the rest of you doing?
Am I still sharing senses with Puppet?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just idiot.
What's he doing?
Burn door.
He's burning the door.
As Holly has said this, all of a sudden you hear a case of...
Right.
Yeah, sorry. As Louise, I keep doing that! Even with Del changing her name. Hang on. Right, okay, rewind. As Louise is saying this, all of a sudden you begin to hear the sound of basically like, "What's going on? Somebody cool down that door! What the hell's going on?"
Oh.
That.
Alright.
So I'm okay. The window to the side.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's gonna go terribly. I'm gonna have Holly quickly go to the window and begin knocking on it for help.
Okay, so the window in question, you're referring to one of the windows on the front of the building, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I think it was right here.
Yeah, that was the... Yeah, so, Louise, you gather from before, and from Shuppet, I'll say that Shuppet told you that was the window that the being looked through.
Yeah. Yeah, because I channeled with Shuppet earlier.
Yes.
Before. Yeah. Yeah, I put... Yeah. Yeah. I looked towards the window.
Okay, so Holly, you're going to knock on the window, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
down here.
Okay, you're just knocking on the window, right?
Yeah, because I think if I knock it 3 times, that should be enough.
Okay. You go for the little knocks on the window. Now what?
A good question. Well, I really hope that worked.
All right, you know what, Holly? Roll a d100 for me.
Okay,
Oh,
give me
no.
give me 1 second.
And the fun begins.
It all begins with but a small act of disobedience. 10 points to anyone who knows that reference.
I got nothing.
No.
Is it Samurai Jack?
No, but you got. I don't. It's actually from a game with Jack in it. It's from the Jack and Daxter series.
Oh, okay.
It's from the opening monologue, although I never could get that opening monologue. It was stupid there. It was like, I have asked the plants, but they do not recall. I have asked the rocks, but they do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. It's like, why'd you have to say it twice?
I would have thought that would be something like from Samurai Jack.
I mean, it would sound like it. Long ago, from a distant land, it all began with a small act.
Okay, okay.
We're getting sidetracked.
Nothing wrong with a little sidetracked. I mean, isn't that what D&D's all about? Sidetracking from main story plots. Yes, I'm better! Anyway, 82. Okay. Good to know.
Right. Okay.
Oh, dear.
So, right. What? So, we can't see anything right now, right?
Right now you guys are basically down a long corridor and there's no way you can see anything except for Louise, who has the sensors with the shop it.
Okay. Right. There's not much I can do other than I guess like we could like move a bit closer to like say here. It's like still out the way.
It's up to you guys. What are you gonna do?
All right. I'll do that.
Okay. And that.
So
Okay. Are you just going for it?
Okay.
we're sneaking.
Ooh.
We're sneaking towards it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how much we can see from here.
Okay.
Oh,
I would like both. I would both like Holly and Tycho to make stealth checks for me, please.
I knew it.
Oh,
You're doing this stealthily.
wait, I have the Zorua. Can I just check with it instead?
No.
Unless you're able to somehow see through your Zorua.
I have the.
All right.
Okay, well they're rolling. Could I have Puppet try to rescue the Rolls?
You can do, sure. How's he gonna do it?
Okay. This is gonna be okay. This is gonna be a weird one
I'm not too.
because I kind of
Sure
want
like it.
Shuppet to try to.
Sorry, okay, 1 second. Okay, he has 2d6. Okay, fair enough. Alright, Louise, if you finish your segment, please. Apologies.
Okay, yes. Okay, I want Shuppet to try to somehow carry the Rolls, either with its little point on its head or with its mouth. Try to grab the Rolls by the scruff if it's possible.
Okay.
But without hurting it.
Okay, so, alright, so, Puppet is going to fly over to the Rolts. The Rolts at this point, who's still cowering on the sudden, just basically just bringing into the world all of a sudden. And it's just there.
Yeah.
And it notices Puppet, so Puppet is just floating down.
Yeah. Is Shuppet still invisible, by the way?
Right now, yes.
Okay, so.
So
Okay.
it would look like the Ralts is floating in midair.
Unless you want to change it, I'll allow you one chance if you want to.
No, I do want to Puppet to still try to attempt to carry the Rolls while it's still invisible.
Okay, make an athletics check for me, please.
And an athletics check for Puppet.
Yes.
Oh,
If you would, please.
okay. Okay, athletics. Oh, please be good.
8.
Hey, okay. Alright, good to know. Alright, so, back to the other two. Tycho, as you're beginning to stealthily get through, Zorua manages to help you basically be a bit more quieter in places. Mochi, on the other hand, gets a little bit sort of anxious as Holly is getting a little nervous with the stealthing and you're worried what's going on. Mochi gets a little bit sort of apprehensive and tries to get your attention, but by mistake, Mochi accidentally gets in the way as you're not looking where you're going, and you stumble forward and trip. So you fall forward.
Tycho,
Oh, sorry.
Tycho,
Where do I fall on my face?
You do.
Leon's
That
just
go-
like, ouch.
Tycho sees this and face palms.
All right. Meanwhile, for Puppet lifting the rolls, you manage to effortlessly pick it up. However, there is something that some people forgot to do in this scenario.
What?
Some people didn't look at the rest of the area, did they?
I mean, I mean,
To be fair, we couldn't see that.
Yeah,
I
No.
saw the rest of the area, and I believe I relayed it to the rest of the group.
you did, but you didn't roll high enough to see the two guards on the other end.
Okay.
Plus, when you did the check, you were here. You didn't see past the machines.
Just
Where-
when we thought this was gonna be
I'm afraid so.
easier, then
So at this point,
I
These-
thought the guards were behind the door.
no, there's two more. Look.
No, I mean those two guards that you just revealed. I thought they were hidden behind the doors, like talking to the boss.
They were, yes, you're right. So they've come
Oh.
out at this point. Sorry, I worded
Oh.
things wrong at this point. That's your DM's fault, but yes. They've heard the kerfuffle and they've come out. So now at this point, they're seeing a Roltz just being lifted up in the air, going, "What the hell?" Wait,
Okay,
Hey,
I'm-
Joe! That knows that has the ability to levitate!
can that one learn levitate?
okay, Puppet's gonna make a mad dash towards the group.
All right.
The roll-
Does
carrying-
Liz
while carrying
hear
the rolls.
anything of this?
At this point, the only thing you're hearing is you heard the sound of Holly basically squeaking forward and falling, but you're unable to see what happened, and you're able to hear all of you guys at this point can hear the confusion, but you're not sure what. Except for Louise being your
just going
eyes and
to-
ears.
heads up.
Alright.
And the
Liz
quiet
is just going to
and
roll
the
her eyes and go,
Oh.
sigh.
yeah, also
And
the
she
quiet.
is going to take control of the situation, march down the hall.
All right.
And also the quiet. It's God damn it. Dang it.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. So as Holly, as you're getting up, Elizabeth comes right by the side of you. Also, thank you so much to the one who gave us the follow. Thanks for following, Phrasen.
Hey.
Elizabeth, what are you doing?
Holly's just like, like shaking her head because she, from the fall.
All right.
I ignore both
Um,
Tycho and Holly, and I am going to just hide behind this corner just barely in front of Holly. And I'm going to peek around the corner, see what I can see.
Okay. Make a perception check. That's the name of the show.
Roll credit.
Can I make a perception check as well?
Perception. There it is.
You know
Damn
what?
it.
I'll allow one attempt, Holly, but you have to do it at disadvantage because you're just struggling to get back up.
Okay, just because I have an idea. It's a light idea,
course you do.
but I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. No, there's probably no point. No point for disadvantage because that's probably the lowest I can get.
They're down. They're over here. You know what?
So I
Maybe
got
if
three.
it's all right. I gotta zoom in so the audience can see where you are. All right. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. So what we got? Ooh.
I got a three. Yeah, there's no low point.
Yeah. You're still struggling to get your eyesight after falling on your face. Liz, you're able to at least get a better hearing on what's going on. The words that you begin to hear from the wording is, "Where's that Roltz floating? Quick! After that one!"
Guards.
And because of that 8, I will
Okay.
say you're able to at least see that one of them is almost in range of Puppet.
Okay. Can I have?
Okay.
Okay. Can I have Puppet react?
I will give you an opportunity right now. Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna have Puppet use Screech, but still use Screech on the scientist, but still try to keep hold of the rolls it's carrying.
All right. Okay. What's the area effect of Screech?
It says burst 2. Oh.
Okay, so that means it hits everything around it in a 2-square radius.
Okay, so
So
that
basically, from Puppet's
Oh, it
position, you
hits
would
that
hit
magma.
everything.
yeah, it hits that magma.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. 11 targets evasion. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this magma has lost 2 defense stats.
Nice.
I will make a
Come
note
on,
of
quick.
that.
Use
Go,
physical
Rosen.
moves.
All right. You know what? The god at this point, he's actually gonna be like, ah, oh no, oh, what are you? Oh, what the heck was that?
Shock rating!
Because essentially the Shuppet is still invisible, but the Rolls is just floating there.
No, but I love how Dell just has to shove it like moving back and forth in a taunting way.
Okay, I'm just kind of trying to reposition Puppet, but yeah, I can see Puppet doing that.
All right. Oh.
Let's just say that's what Puppet's doing.
All right. Yep. All right. So that's fine. All right. So at this point, Kemplar, Bogdal, what are you guys doing?
We've got the guy on the ground that's clutching his burning hand, right?
Yes, he's actually beginning to get up because of all this chaos going on. So he's like, "What the hell? Ow, what the hell?"
If I remember right, not only did he get burned by the doorknob, but he also got burned by Bogdal's fire, right?
Yes, just a bit.
All right, well, time to burn the other scientist in the face.
Oh, so you're gonna go in?
I figured going in guns blazing, I'm gonna have to improvise.
All right.
heavily.
So, all right. So, do you let go of Bogdal and he goes in, or do you go in with him?
We're both going in together.
All
I'm
right.
going to have I'm going to hold Bogdal up to the face. Of this guy.
Hello, I'd like to introduce you to my Lord and Savior, Flamethrower!
You're like,
I
hello.
wish.
You're like, hi there, this is my friend. Say hi.
Oh,
No,
so
no,
point blank.
I imagine
point-
like with Fion like burst through the door. It's just like the Team Fortress 2 theme. Meet the pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I expect, or maybe it could be Empress New Groove. Ha! Boom, baby! All right, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Roll the attack.
All right, rolling the attack.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What's the AC? What's the AC on your Ember?
AC is 2, but remember I'm doing this point blank.
Yeah, so you know what? He wasn't expecting it completely. So yeah, I'll say I up it by the 1. So he's got no evasion. So yeah, it would have hit either way. So yeah, so you flamethrower him, you ember him right in the face, and he's there like, what the? Oh, 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 oh God! Ow! Oh, oh no! Ow! Oh!
No, wrong guy.
Oh, the other one? Sorry,
Yeah, the other one.
I forgot which one I made a note of. Thank you. So he's there just rolling around in pain like, ow!
Jump and roll.
Yeah, so that takes care of the guy that wasn't hit before.
Mm-hmm.
And now for the other one, Kemplar is going to actually punch him in the face. We have
You
Violence.
might not want to see this.
All right. Kemplar? How do I do this?
Well, you
well,
might want to look away.
that is a good question, actually.
Yeah, you know what? Roll a d20.
Oh, there's
And...
damage dice.
Sorry?
Under the skills for the characters, there's something for a DB of 4, 1 D8 plus 6, and I've got damage and accuracy buttons.
Just
That
roll
is
it.
good.
Roll it for me.
Probably
Lisa.
struggle.
Oh, struggle. Oh yeah, go ahead. You know what? I'll say we'll go a struggle. You could do a struggle attack.
Okay, what's this button do? That roll.
Oh no, that one does not hit. That's a -1.
Wait a minute, how did that happen?
Struggle 20 with -4 somewhere.
How did I get -4 somewhere?
Oh,
Hold on, what? Is that the button with disadvantage? Hold on.
Struggle has
Gonna
got an
compare
AC
with this
of
one.
4.
Struggle was an AC of 4.
Okay.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be subtracted,
All
should
right.
it?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently according. Oh yeah, that's what the minus is. It's the AC of the move.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if it's still
struggles
yes,
with-
so if it's still higher than what the minus is of your move, it would hit. So even with that -4, it would have missed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll call that on the first one. It's all right. We're still learning, everybody. So yeah, so you go for the punch on the other one, but this time he's alert and he grabs you with the other hand and go. Oh, so you're the culprit, are you?
I'm going to the. Okay, then I'd like to use another action to lick his face.
You can, but he just stands there, just going like, what?
Why would you?
And at that, by the way, at that point, Kemplar, as you enter, you suddenly hear another noise. You hear why don't you let our guest in? And all of a sudden,
Oh no.
It's the big boy.
the collector makes his way inside.
Uh-oh.
You're in deep
dear.
shit now.
Give me a minute.
I feel like he's going to collect something other than.
I've come to collect what I owe. I don't have any diabolical music. This is the worst part. I don't have my usual music. You know what?
I can find one.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. At this point,
Okay.
yeah, the collector makes his way inside, and he looks over in your direction, Kemplar, with a smirk, and just goes, "I thought there was more little fiends running around. Tell me, where are the rest of them?"
Oh,
Roll a guile check.
Uh-oh.
Kemplar, roll a guile check.
yeah, hold on. Give me a moment, character. She's got to scroll down. Where the fuck is the guile? There it is.
Guile. A 3. Hey, 1d6 there. Okay. He sort of looks at you for a moment and goes, "You can play dumb if you wish. But I do know that there were 2 other figures outside of my building. And I'm pretty sure that one of them was a girl. So unless my eyesight is going and that and that little bundle of feathers you're currently possessing there has the ability to transform, where's that girl?"
What girl?
You're not fooling me. And as this happens, give me a second here.
Are the 3 of us that are up against this wall? Can we hear this?
You know what? I'll say at this point, you're seeing the madness there. So, by the way, is Puppet still moving, or is Puppet basically staying put?
Yeah, Puppet's still moving. It's still got to get the roads to safety.
All right. What is Puppet's movement speed again?
Okay, movement speed. It can let's see. Its levitate speed is 4. Its
But
movement, yeah.
But it is holding the rolls, so I'm gonna deduct it by. I'll move it by half.
Okay, so 2 then.
Yep. So there, the guard here basically is just like, "Hey, boss, look, this Ralts knows how to levitate."
I let the group know that Puppet has the roles.
Right.
You know what?
Which-
It's
and
not the best music in the world, but it's the only thing I can come up with right now. I'll have to look for more better music of this because I realize it's the one hectic thing I didn't get, which was tension. I'll look this up later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Chris, because I'm looking inside the room and peeking inside the room, do I see the guard call out to the boss?
I'll
Or am I
say
too far away?
I'll say you can hear the expression, but you can't see the guard yet.
Okay.
fair
Can
enough.
Holly see the two magmortars standing?
The
You're behind a wall.
I was only wondering if I could like. I'm guessing not, because I was gonna say if I could do like a. Would it be Pokemon education where I look at the Pokemon's level?
You know what? Sure. Why not? Yeah, humor me. Let's go.
So,
That's not a good sign when the dungeon master says humor me.
I mean, I just hope it's not going to be like level like 25 or something.
What, you're on about the Magmars?
Yeah. So
Ooh,
12.
level 12. Okay. You're able to look at the Magmars that are just close by that you can see. Let's see. Based on where you are, I'll say you could at least get a look at the first one, the closest one to you. You can tell that one is level 6.
What, level 6?
Yes.
Oh, what? But, wow. I
Kaylin, quit worrying over nothing.
You're paranoid.
I fucking course I am. It's Magmar. They're fucking Magmars. They're fucking powerhouses.
Want to come and play? Said the DM to the player.
Okay, level 6. Okay.
But the other is level 25. Okay.
I said the one closest to you. Wah! All right. So at this point, the collector is basically going to look and goes, I don't think it's possible. Boiler, get in the way. And the one from before jumps into the way of the Shuppet. Well, unaware to him, the Shuppet, but jumps in the way of the floating rod. So just hold it there for a moment.
Puppet. Puppet's trapped.
You two, we've got to do something.
The collector begins to then move forward. And he gets into the way. So because that you, Kemplar, you were actually in the way, you are basically in the building now at this point.
Let me just move, not Kemplar, Torchic.
Yeah.
Because in order for Kemplar to punch said guy, he would have had to drop Torchic.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Yep. So he goes in front of you and goes, I must admit, I'm genuinely surprised that someone made their way here as quietly as you. Tell me, what's your name?
Guy that got lost trying to find the bathroom.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you a comedian? Are you a comedian or something?
No, I wish. I think my uncle was a comedian at one point. Wonder how he's doing right now.
Kemplar's laying an egg here.
All right. Okay. Liz and Holly. If you're going to try and make the thing towards the magma, I would like you both to make a stealth check, please.
Okie dokie.
In fact, anyone else who's going to move forward, stealth check at this point, please.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same because I'm worried worried about Puppet here.
Wait, what's your?
Worlds.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I need to get a good roll. Please, 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 please. Okay. At least you got a good roll.
Ooh, and that's 6. Okay. All right. So is it just the girls who are moving up at this point?
Louise is a girl. No.
Louise is a girl. No shit.
Oh my god! I meant to say. I meant to say Susie is a girl.
Yes. Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, the girl trainers are moving up.
All right. Or I mean, I could have Tycho tell Zoroa to sneak with them.
All right. Yeah, because of Zoroa, I think Zoroa has the ability
Zoroa's
to...
stealth check is 4d6.
And yet they're still going to roll 4.
Yep. Okay, Louise, you dropped... Okay, so Louise, you dropped the shared senses. Louise can see what's going on here. All right, Arlen, what are you doing? Are you just staying around the corner?
Seeing as the collector didn't give the impression that he knows how many of us are there, just the fact that some are girls, Arlen is currently hanging back.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So, at this point, okay, let's see. What have we got there? Okay, Holly, as you come forward, you know what? I gotta do it. I'm sorry.
No.
Louise, the moment you
Yes?
drop the share senses, you quickly get into position. Elizabeth, as you get into position, Death Nugget, your Houndour, just to clarify, is basically just hanging close, still clinging close to you. As it's looking, as Death Nugget is looking into the room, it backs up, and it once again trips over Holly again. Yeah, Holly.
Wow.
Yeah,
Holly
Holly.
be tripping.
Yeah, Holly. I'd like you to roll a D100, please.
I hate you.
You're wanting to make these rolls that you just can't make.
You're making the stealth check. I have to put it in the place.
Because
I'm
if
with-
it literally, if I could just like walk on in, I think I would have a much better chance than stealth.
It's
Well,
never
you
that
can.
easy for Holly.
You can just walk on in. Nothing's stopping you.
Yeah, but then you might get attention. So roll a D100 for me, please. You know what? I'm gonna say this
Please.
right now. Oh, a 44. All
What were
right.
you gonna say?
It doesn't matter.
No.
Huh.
No, I know. Like, 44 might be good because
Yeah.
if it's
So,
high, so might be bad.
yeah, so as this happens, the guard that basically grabbed Kemplar's hand looks over and basically, because of Holly tripping over, he's like, "What the? Hey, boss! Look!" And he's pointing in the direction and can see Elizabeth just standing there. So because of Holly, Elizabeth got spotted.
Damn it, Holly!
And at this point, the collector just looks over at you, Kemplar, very quickly and goes, "By yourself, huh?"
I was.
Hmm. And then the collector makes his way forward.
Wow, he has a very high movement count.
Oh no, I'm saying he moved over quite a bit. I'm just saying this for the context of story.
Did he Naruto run over there?
Okay.
I'm thinking he has instant transmission.
Stand in the doorway and
You know
just
what?
take it all in stride, looking very smug.
Stop. You know what? I'm tired of these low fucking stealth rolls. You know what I'm gonna do?
Oh.
I'm gonna have fucking okay. I'm gonna have fucking Mochi use a stealth roll.
You want Pikachu to be stealthy?
I'm rolling for stealth. Mochi gets the rolling instead.
Yeah. Alright, but remember at this point Mochi will
These low rolls.
move. Go ahead. I'll allow you one chance.
Oh god.
Tycho sees Pikachu start to attempt this and like, oh, this ought to be good.
Okay, hold on.
So the question is so I'll say at this point, because of how things are, Holly tripped over, so Holly is a bit further up because of tripping over Death Nugget.
Okay, so that kind of falters me, but I'm gonna have Mochi go over to Elizabeth's side.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a stealth check for Mochi, but this is the only one I'll allow.
Did I do it right?
Whoa!
Yeah, you did it right.
I fucking
We
knew it!
go!
Alright.
I'm tired.
Yeah, so now are you wanting Mochi to be quiet, or are you generally just wanting Mochi to just go straight to the side of Elizabeth like haha, she's not alone?
Yeah, like that's
Alright. Alright, so Mochi moves up there and says, Pika! And at that point, Elizabeth, you're surprised by how quietly Mochi just suddenly appeared. And the collector just looks over at all of you and just goes, My. So there's more than one indeed. If I knew I was having... If I was having... Oh, no need to be so hostile. I was generally just going to offer you a chance to come in presently. After all, I am a true gentleman of sorts. I'm not the type who generally doesn't shut out people who want to just come on in.
Well,
You're so welcoming. Why you're making all these routes?
He just sort of gives a chuckle as he looks over at you, Elizabeth, and goes, Well, first of all, why don't you tell the rest of your friends to come on in? I could explain everything properly, if you're willing to give me a chance.
I come out and walk right up and walk right.
Oh!
All she does is glare at him.
All right.
Arlen, he's still kind of there.
He just looks over and just goes, Ah, yes, you're one of the ones I saw through the window. So, wait, Tycho, you're staying out of sight?
Tried to listen in on this.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, I'll say, at this point you can still hear everything. Arlen, if you're wanting to listen, I'll have you make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
Because you are technically around... They are around 2 walls.
Yeah, that's fair enough. If I can't hear, I'll just move up closer.
Alright, oh, sorry, someone's asking in the chat there. Oh, wow! Wow! 3d6 and you got 16?
What? Wow!
2 5s and a 6!
Jesus.
Yeah, alright, yeah, so you're able to hear all this, so you can react as you want, and goes... Alright, so the collector at this point looks over at the 3 girls and goes... Huh. Interesting. Very well. Kenny! Release the boy. And at that point, the one who grabbed your hand, Kemplar, lets go of it gently. And he actually looks over and goes, Please don't take that the wrong way. I'm just following the orders of a boss.
Okay, so he grabs the hand. Okay, he probably didn't pull on it so hard.
No.
Hey, so I'll whisper to the guy, Hey, it's all right. I don't blame you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You know, for an intruder, you're actually pretty pleasant.
I try to be nice when I can.
The guy next to him still screaming in pain.
the other one's like, Listen, I get the nice act, but god damn it, my face! And Kenny goes, look, we'll talk later. Don't worry, boy. Don't worry. I'm coming. He just rushes to the other side, just like, don't worry. I got you covered.
So, Chris.
Yes.
Since we're kind of in the room, do we have a good look at these machines, what they operate on? Or is it more electronical, or is it
they operate off of magma or fire?
Okay. I will say, because of the Shuppet giving this, I will say, because of where you guys are in the room, you can tell it's a mixture of kind of both the ideals. There is some electrical generators in the room to generate the machines properly and such, but it's essentially the electrical machines the electricity powers the machines, while the magmas themselves are used to heat up the eggs.
So the actual machines are electric. So the actual machines are electrical, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
I know I have a hunch where this is going, but as a DM, I'm only compliant to follow.
Okay, real quick. Was the door that Kemplar and Boggle came in from open outwards towards the outside, or open inwards towards the indoor?
It is opening inwards.
Inwards towards indoors. Okay.
Yes. So essentially the door. Yeah. So essentially, it's like if you opened the door from your end, Kempler, when you were coming in, the door could open and slam the guard in the face if it wanted to.
Okay. So then he's going to use his foot to close the door.
Okay. Yep. You could be able to do so. At that point, the collector looks over and goes, I appreciate your manners, young man. Now then, as to the lot of you, I hope you'll humor me first, but who are you, and what are you doing in my abode?
We Holly tries the best to speak up, but she's like obviously like shaking.
She's stuttering.
Okay.
Like very
Yeah.
quite a bit. We're here to save these roads since you've been treating them so terribly.
Terribly? Oh.
We'll just step forward at this point and try and cover for Holly as best as she can.
Oh, all right, yeah. The collector at this point goes, oh, I know what this is. You encountered the gym leader of Petalburg. I'm guessing, Angela was her name, if I recall.
What's
Yes.
it to you?
Oh, please. Just allow me an opportunity to explain. I mean, it is the fair right that everyone is entitled to explain why they do things, is it not?
All we know is that there are a bunch of wild roses running around the Petalburg area, and all we get is info about a breeding machine, essentially, in the most loosest terms available.
Well, you're not entirely wrong, but I presume you're referring to, and he points to the two machines where the magmas were basically residing. By the way, at this point, he's looking over and goes, curious, though. Well, I've never seen a Rolt's been able to fly before, so that's definitely a new one on me. Or is this somehow your doing?
We'll answer your question as soon as you answer mine. What are those machines?
Fair enough. A deal's a deal. Those machines are those machines, if you call them, they are incubators. We use them to keep the eggs nice and warm, as well as generate their well-being of health before they hatch. I mean, I'm sure you know that Pokemon eggs require a lot of warmth and care before they are hatched, regardless of how much you put into them. It's only natural that you require a little bit of warmth and care in some regard. Is that true?
Yeah, but the leader, Angela mentioned that you are a collector. What are you exactly collecting? Is it Rolt specifically? But that can't be right because, well, there's a whole bunch of wild ones and even ones that were locked up. So what exactly are you collecting?
She knows too much.
I could see now the magma going up to goes, you know too much. No. At this point, the collector just sort of gives a smirk and goes, tell me, do any of you even know who I properly am? By chance, or am I generally just...
No.
Straight to the point, aren't you, Missy?
Hmm.
You know, the simplest form of word is normally the thing that gets the best result. Allow me to properly introduce myself. Young man, you're welcome to come over here too if you so wish, but don't try anything funny, please, if that's alright.
If it's all right with you, I'm gonna make sure this guy on the ground's okay.
Yeah. Oh! He burned the front of my hair off! At that, he just goes, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, to exactly summarize myself, yes, I am known as the Collector. But I am not in the form of some villainous exploit, if that's what you're referring to. I am generally a dealsman, a middleman if you would, or like a business.
A business for what?
Well, admittedly, I am what many people like to classify as a rank of shiny hunters. We always seem to shiny hunters are said to be a case of misunderstanding by people. And some people either want to have a shiny of a certain Pokemon, or they require a certain need of things. And you see, that's where I come in. My, I wouldn't say business per se, is all about helping trainers acquiring the shiny Pokemon of their desires. With a small fee in mind, we can breed any type of Pokemon that you so desire. If you require a shiny of a Pokemon for a fee, we can produce it here. In the case of these Roltzes, we are essentially doing a client a favor. As for the excess amounts of them, well, I'm afraid you actually have me there. I honestly don't know why all of them keep escaping from our area. Admittedly, we did plan to release a couple of them because we're not that barbaric. Trust me, I know what it means to have a Pokemon as a friend and as a partner. I mean, I have a Pokemon partner of my own. Ignition! And at that point, Kemplar, you're the first to see this.
That's an awesome nickname.
Yeah.
I like
No,
that.
it was Vulcan. Vulcan. It was
Vulcan, thank you. Sorry, I knew it was one of the two. Ignition's the other. Sorry, I writ Ignition as a Magmar's nickname. It's the other one. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah. Vulcan,
all right.
yeah. Vulcan comes out, and Kemplar, you're the first to see it, that this Magmar appears to look different as he walks by the front of you towards his master's side.
Okay, and as he's walking by, I need to do this for fun.
Oh, Pokédex entry!
Yeah.
Pokédex!
The index.
Here we go.
So to explain to the people in the audience who are new here, Theon, playing with Kemplar, has a Pokédex. And it's a kind of misfunctioning one. He's going to roll a d20 on his end, and depending on the number, we'll either get the actual entry of Magmar, or he will make one up.
The first ever the index roll Theon made was a 1.
Oh no.
All right, finally, got the dice out. Ready, and... Okay.
Magmar! Magmar, the Spitfire Pokemon! A duck walked up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bum, gotta eat grapes."
Oh my.
The man said, "No, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass?" The duck said, "I'll pass."
By the way, the Pokédex at that point just kind of does a sizzle out and stops before the rest of the song is said.
Yeah, I planned on stopping after that first verse anyway.
Thank you.
Let me guess, it was a natural 1.
No, there was a 5.
Yeah, fair enough.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah. Also, thanks.
Oh wait, really? That isn't Magmar? I swear it was.
Also, it's all right. Fraser, on the other hand, actually turned around to be the actual Pokédex. He put the actual Pokédex entry in the chat. Magmar, the Spitfire Pokemon. Its body is like a furnace, making Magmar a living inferno. It has been discovered only near active volcanoes. No, it's
just gonna-
Put that in the chat.
Thank you.
Just going to mark Magmar in the Pokedex here,
Yep.
if I can find him.
All right, so Louise, Elizabeth, Holly, this is this here, so I'll say you guys are able to react if you see the shiny Magmar make its way to the collector's side.
I believe Puppet has seen it, and I channeled with a
Yes,
prior.
you did,
Yeah,
yes. And did you mention it being shiny?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. I think the memories were somewhat vague because it was very recent.
Yes. All right.
Holly
Yeah.
immediately goes over to the Magmar Vulcan
Yeah.
and just like marvels at it, like saying, like, "Whoa!
Yeah.
I never seen a Magmar with this beautiful beautiful color before.
By the way, as this is happening, Mochi is actually pulling on your skirt like, Pika!
Come on, focus.
Yeah, it's alright.
Such a gorgeous fire tail.
It tilts its head as it looks up at you, and the collector looks over and goes, "Oh my, are you intrigued by my magma?"
I have to admit, it's gorgeous, and I can tell you properly take care of him.
Oh well, I happily take that praise. You see, I've had Vulcan here for a long time. He's been my partner ever since I was a wee young lad. I had him as a magpie, you know.
Oh, well, he's just beautiful. But, sir, if you don't mind me asking, we were sent here with Elizabeth, but because she said that she figured there was some strange...
Yeah, Angela.
Angela, sorry.
Yeah. Yay, not just me!
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, Angela sent us here because she was worried that there was some strange activity, and especially with the Ralts, and well, she told us that she was attacked by one of the Magmortars when she tried to look around.
Yeah, magmas.
Why do I keep calling them Magmortars?
Yeah. Because you're used to competitive.
Evolution.
It's because you're competitive, so you're used to seeing magmortars.
Yeah.
It's okay.
While this is going on, Tycho finally decides to slowly walk toward everyone else.
All right.
And he has a confused look on his face, like, what is happening?
Yeah, and then the collector looks over and just goes, "Oh, so there was another. I believe that's 5 now."
Hello? I couldn't help but excuse me, I couldn't help but notice how amazing in your magma looked as well. He's trying to play it cool.
Liz is just gonna roll her eyes and go back down.
Now hold on, dear. Come back a moment.
She ignores him and goes straight to Arlen.
All right, fair enough. The collector just looks back over you guys and goes, "I bet she's interesting."
Excuse us. She's a hard one to get to.
We're just trying to figure out what the situation is, that's all.
Oh.
Especially if there is any misunderstanding.
Oh no, I completely understand. You generally came out here, I'm guessing, if you excuse my wording, you heard a plea for help, came heroically to try to save the day and get some information on what's going on. That's the short version, I presume.
Yes, though I was wondering, why did you attack the gym leader?
I suppose it's fair enough to bring that fact into this. You see, it is true that I am a businessman who believes in the whole breeding things for a people's client with intel and the shiny hunting. But the problem is, not many people know of our exploits as just. I mean, some people believe that our local business here is overpopulating things. You know, Pokemon that are said to be rare and exclusive or seen in few numbers suddenly get a spike in boom because people have been looking at it. Some people think that we were trying to ruin the ecosystem of some kind. I mean, just take Slateport City, for example. There was one incident there, we were told that we caused a problem with whalers. But that was all a misunderstanding. And also a lack of control! And at that point, the one that's on the floor, Bernie, said, "Look, I'm sorry, it's not my fault! Look, tell that to Liam. He's the one who screwed up, he's the one who got fired!"
And to lighten the mood, he says to the collector, if you don't mind me saying so, it sounds like a veil of a time.
Oh, you're a comedian too, like that one over there.
Not really, but I try.
Can Mochi just glares at like really not amused, and his cheeks start sparking, and he's like, "You tell me one more shitty joke."
He's looking at the Pikachu. What? I can be funny too.
Alright, by the way, as this is going on, I see Louise is moving around. Louise, what are you doing?
Keeping my distance from this collector.
Okay. Alright, Al is keeping quiet at this point. Okay, fair enough. Puppet's gonna maneuver around the magma. Oh, alright. Well, just be aware, you do have a magma and a guard looking at you, so if you're going to move it, you're gonna have to move very cautiously. And at this point, the collector looks over and just goes, actually, you know what? Louise, roll a D100 for me.
D100?
Yeah.
How many times is that now where we have to roll a D100?
It's because it's the
Way
only...
too many.
Yeah, shush you. Whoa! Okay.
Whoa!
99.
99!
Alright.
Good or bad?
Depends on certain situations. At this point, you know what? I'll say at this point, the collector is actually going to look over, and actually, because the roll's so high, he looks over and goes, what are you doing, young miss? And he looks over in your direction, Louise.
Not your business.
Roll a guile check, because I know what Louise is more concerned about.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
DM having
right,
fun.
Alright, I forgot my guile was crud.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Did you just...
She rolled a 6 on one dice. Yeah, she rolled that. He looks over and just goes, something's caught your eye, but fair enough. Just don't hesitate if something needs to be addressed.
Oh, okay, fine.
Mr. Collector, sir. Shut up, I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's fair. Yes.
So for all the votes that don't become shinies, what exactly happens to them from what we briefly heard while eavesdropping, Holly admitted. You hatched, was it 60?
Yes, there has been not much success in this business, and to be honest, you seem like you know your fair bit around a breeding escapade or two.
Oh, yes, my family actually owned a Pokemon breeding center.
No way. So that means you understand what it means to hatch a Pokemon and do what you can do to make the best of it.
Yes, we will always either by looking after the egg or helping look after the Pokemon when their trainer is away. Me and my family will always try and give that Pokemon the best that we can and to make sure it's always happy.
Definitely a noble cause. In fairness, I actually used to be a breeder myself in my younger days before, as I am now. But that's a story for another time. From one breeder to another, I hope you continue your growth as a breeder from one to another. But as to your question from earlier, as to what normally happens, the client of mine had been pushing our deadline, so we had to up the business in order to actually try to get one. For you see, It's not easy to get a shiny Pokemon. At least that's what many people have said. So when our client pushed the deadline date for us to get this, we had to up the business. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure your family has had deadlines before.
Yes, but, well, we never really had a deadline on, well, shiny breeding. But who is your client, and why are they so, well, persistent on pushing you to, well, getting a shiny vault?
As for the client, I'm afraid it is on a need-to-know basis. It's truly a confidential part. I am a man of business, and all I've been told is if the client's name is to not be shared, I must not pass it on. But I'm pretty sure. But the only thing I know is that they said that a shiny Ralts would truly be a benefiting sight for them. That's the only thing I know. I couldn't say much more than that, and I'm afraid I am obligated by a business contract to say so. So as much as I would like to say, I can't. But as to what I can admit, though, the reason that the Raltses have got a bit out of hand is just because of that. Chances are there's probably some way that they've either escaped or some of them have been, well, I couldn't say much a reason because I only came back a couple of days ago when they told me that some of the Raltses had escaped. Normally what we like to do is some of the ones we have, we normally keep them to pass around to other trainers, and we normally give them to some people who either like to use them as like a competition prize, or we put them in a few other places with a few others and they basically set up a new life somewhere else within the region. I know it sounds like it's a cruel means of things, and I can't really blame any of you if that's what you think, but I mean, a shiny collector's gotta do what he can. And
I believe that your cause is, well, a noble one. You obviously do care about your Pokemon as well as these Ralts. But we've noticed, sir, that with the Ralts that we've seen, well, they look terrified of humans. And some of them look like they've been hurt.
And with respect, I don't think I've ever heard of a business of shiny collecting before.
Well, that's because most shiny collectors tend to keep things on a hush level. And admittedly, it is a bit on the downside, and I guess you could say it's considered by some as a black market deal. Some believe that if you find a shiny, it is truly down to the luck of, well, the luck of the heavens, some may say, while others say it's pure down to a deserving right.
So a private business, then?
Yes. You see, truthfully, I am a breeder who's more into the side for the money side of things, but I do care about where the Pokemon go. But, truthfully, I wasn't completely like that at the start. And I'm afraid it seems that some shady characters have got a hold of my business clientele quite before. So, I do my best to try and make sure that if a Pokemon goes to a good home, that it goes to the right person. But I mean, a man's gotta make a living somehow.
Shady business is, like what kind?
Yes.
Perhaps I should show you. It might be easier that way. Will you please follow me, and I can explain everything? Or rather, I can show you.
Alright.
And, you can tell your friend who's gone back round the corner, she wants to come by, she can too.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Arlen signals to Liz that he's heading back down towards the far window. Okay, so Arlen is trying to stay out the way.
Oh, and, my apologies if we seem to be prying.
Oh, no. I mean, you all have your entitled to your information. I mean, after all, to some who've never heard of me, the first thing that they all hear is, "Ooh, big scary guy attacked a precious gym leader, go save the day." And I can truly accept that.
Yes. But, anyway. So, what is it about? What is it about them?
Well...
Oh, right, we were gonna follow him. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He does go, "Don't worry, I will explain the full situation when I show you what's required."
I'm gonna have Holly quickly like relay the information to Liz.
Alright, so Liz is going to do that. So Liz, how do you react in this?
Well, seeing as my Houndour is terrified of the Collector, she's going to put him back in the Pokeball
Okay.
and bring out Beatrice.
Hey!
Beatrice.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Arlen, being very sneaky there.
That's smart. That's super smart.
Okay.
That's really smart.
Yeah, it is smart.
Aeon?
No, I'll come to that later. Okay, so Liz, are you joining up with them?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna pop Beatrice on my shoulder and...
Oh, sorry, I just seen Arlen. Okay, Arlen, just be aware at this point, all 3 windows are sealed up, and the door has been sealed up because of your string shot.
Yes, but I broke the far window near the bottom in order for Pico to get in the
You
first place.
did! That's right!
Nice.
I forgot all about that!
Same.
Fair.
Well done.
It's unusual.
God damn it! Fair enough. Yep, I can't fault that.
So, this is coming back to us?
Yeah, so Liz, are you going back, or?
Yep, I'm just gonna come around the corner with my Eevee on my shoulder.
Okay, fair enough. The collector goes
And this is the first time I believe Beatrice has seen the inside of the thing.
Yes.
Oh, there she is. Again?
Alright, so at this point, Evie just looks over, and at that point, he looks over and just goes, "Oh, that's a different Pokemon." And
The one that I had before doesn't exactly trust you.
wait,
So I brought out my partner instead.
was that? I should have known. Okay,
Should have known that.
I definitely need to explain this. Please.
So you know my Houndour, do you?
I do. Please. Follow me. And he makes his way towards the back room. Do any of you choose to follow?
Yes.
I'm
muttering.
bit-
This
I
better
want.
be worth my goddamn time.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm
I
going
get-
to follow, but not until I get my Shuppet and the Ralts to safety.
All right. At this point, sorry, the collect. You know what? Give me a second. Yeah. At this point, the guard looks over at you and just goes, "Hey, what do you think you're doing, miss?"
Move.
I'm gonna glare at the guard.
Uh,
Oh no,
wait.
wait, no, this is.
Yeah, you
Louise,
guys are
sorry.
up there. It's this one down here, so it's just Louise down here at this moment.
Sorry.
Elizabeth, not doing anything rash.
Go ahead. Al.
Kepler, are you coming with us?
Now, you see, in order to, the best way to deal with burns, I've discovered, is to not touch that area for a little while. That way it doesn't sting so much, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. You know, you're a real nice guy. I like you, pal.
Yeah, I try to be sometimes.
Yeah. Look, if you're gonna be nice, could you do it after you kill the fucking bird? And he just burn heal. Oh yeah, can we let Louise do her bit, by the way?
Let Louise
Oh,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because there was some interrupting on both ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Del.
Okay. I glare at the guard. Move.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh.
Okay, let's see how intimidating Louise can be.
Ooh.
Okay,
Intimidation.
stick mode.
I already know how intimidating open door can
A
be.
9.
That's
Ooh.
2d6.
2d6.
Yep.
Was
I got
that?
that.
Yeah, 2d6. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The guard looks and just goes, but the rolls, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna just, I'm just gonna check the machine. Is that okay, miss?
I nod. I go up in front. I go in front of Puppet and hold out my hand.
All right.
Good Puppet.
So Rolls at this point is released, and Puppet just floats there, and the guard just goes, "A ghost! Oh, come on! Why did I not see that coming?" And the
I'm just gonna.
Sorry, go ahead, Del. I apologize.
Yeah. I'm just gonna gently pick up the rolls and cuddle it, and.
Aww.
Alright.
Yeah, because I don't trust this roll. Leaving this roll because I don't trust this roll. Leaving this roll alone with all these.
No,
people.
do not touch the child. Do not speak to me and my child again.
This is my baby, and I say where they go to school.
What?
Yeah. And
Okay.
and once I'm carrying the rolls, I'm just gonna rejoin the group.
Yeah. By the way, the magma at this point just basically looks back, kind of confused, like, "Oh." And the guard goes, just go back! Just go back!
Magma. I can just imagine like the most confused face.
Yeah.
Magma.
No.
Alright, so the lot of you have now seen that Louise is just carrying this Roltz in her hand, as Puppet just looks there going,
Alright.
Yeah, the Collector does look over you and just goes, "Oh, so that's why. Interesting. I should have seen that one coming." Anyway, and he looks over at his guard and he goes, "They're coming in." But boss, I said they're coming in. Okay, boss.
If again, Tycho quickly remarks, "Oh, believe me, I wish I could see that ghost coming more often."
He looks up and goes, "What do you..." Oh, he's... I suggest you watch your back from now on. Alright, so, you guys are coming in?
Yes. Yep.
Alright, the pen in case the gym leader wants to write a response back. Alright, Arlen, yep, that's fine by me. So, he goes into the room, and as you make your way in, you know, at this point, I will actually have to... You know what? I no longer have to keep this hidden.
Olin's doing some proper like espionage shit.
Yes, he is. Alright, release the fog.
Oh no, the poor babies!
Oh my goodness.
An egg.
What?
Is there an egg on the table? I think it's an egg.
Cannot move rolls.
Alright, yeah, because the Rolls is under my possession there. Oh, yeah, no worries, I will move it for you. Alright, Kempla, are you coming in as well, or are you staying back?
I'm staying back.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, so at this point, the Collector comes in and goes, "Well, first of all, I want you to take a look at this." And as you lot begin to enter, the Rolts all begin to cower and go right to the back of the cage.
Why are they in a cage?
Yeah, I shield the eyes of the roll time carry.
Good idea, yeah.
Cover your eyes, child.
Yeah. The Collector at this point just basically looks over you and just goes, "These Rolts, they were mistreated. Officially,
Bad.
they were mistreated by our client, ironically enough."
The client?
Your
So-
client?
It's a weird story. You see, I can't say their name, but I can at least bring up who they are. My client is a member of Team Rocket.
Louise flinches at the sound of the name.
Wait, Louise, what?
Yeah, Louise. Oh yeah, she
No,
said
Liz.
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 She said Louise.
Liz,
Yeah.
Liz, my bad.
Yay! Can we all make a mistake? Alright, yeah. So he,
Everybody makes mistakes.
yeah. So he then looks and goes, we were supplied these rolls and were told by the client to use these 3 in particular as part of the breeding.
Why on earth are you helping people from Team Rocket? This is proof enough of what they do to Pokemon.
Please, allow me to explain. It's more complicated than you think.
Yes, everyone, let him explain.
What else is there to explain? They're from Team Rocket. He's in league with them.
No, I am not. I am not. Please, just allow me a chance. Please. These rolls were the victim, basically, of the client of mine mistreating them. He said he tried to get them to do their job, but he couldn't. And he said he thought it was down to the way that things were handled. He originally asked me to basically try to calm them down. He knew I was a former breeder and he asked for my services. I couldn't comply because that's not my place as a breeder anymore. But he then threatened me. He threatened me and was going to threaten to put my name all out over the world. My face along with it, as well as my business. If that happened, chances are that I would be ruined for my business and I would have to deal with a lot more mess than what's necessary. So
you had no choice.
Unfortunately, the extra part of the deal was he threatened, and he looks over at his Magmar. They threatened to take him away.
And Mr. Collector, sir, I'm guessing he also threatened you to not only to keep these vultures, but I'm guessing to push for the shiny, I'm guessing.
That is correct. He promised me that I would have a very handsome son if I could get the shiny in time before the deadline approached. So we had no choice. We basically told our Magmars that while we were trying to do things, that we would do our best to make sure that we pushed to get the deal sorted. When the gym leader, Angela, came to poke around and do her job as the gym leader, we had no choice. As much as I could have come forward, apparently I've been told that the Team Rocket client has basically said they've got spies running all around. So chances are they could even be looking at us right now and me telling you this, but chances are if I didn't, you lot would have probably come in, done what's needed, misjudged me, and that would have been the end of me, full stop, without me even confessing anything.
Wow, this is, pardon me, but this is quite a bit to take in. I believe you, but still.
Right, Louise, let's see, let's have a look. Louise wants to do a check on something, so give me a second.
Can I have Polly, like, walk up to the cage with the vultures?
You can do, sure.
Can I roll for perception to see if I overhear this conversation at all?
Yes, I'll allow you to do so, yes. And Del, I want you to roll a intuition check for me, please.
Oh, alrighty. Intuition.
So I'm gonna have.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
What? Whoa!
I'm probably gonna get a low roll.
Natural 20! Kind of.
I hear
Okay.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Right, okay, alright, so Kemplar, you are able, despite everything, you overhear everything exactly, because the doors are still wide open and you can hear everything.
He has very big ears.
Okay, Holly, you're going to the cage, we'll deal with you in a second. Louise, that is an 18, what's that? 3d6, bloomin' heck, alright. A whisper. A whisper for Louise. Oh.
Hey.
Alright. Yeah, sorry, hang on, I have to type this out correctly.
It's alright.
Alright, that's for you, Louise.
Ooh.
Because you got the natural sixes, you got a bit more information than what's needed.
Okay,
So
well, I
you
got one nat 6, but...
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's what I
okay.
meant. You got the one nat 6. Yeah, Kemplar got the 3 there. So you got the 1, so I gave you a little extra there. All right, Holly. As you get closer to the cage, the Roltzes are all beginning to cling nice and tight to each other, sort of like trying to get some comfort and protection with each other. One of the Rolts does look at you, and they do give this sort of glare as if they're trying to sort of be like, stay back, please, stay back, type of thing.
Holly then like reassures like, Shh, I'm not going to hurt you. She then turns to the collector. I understand that I understand what you're going through, but I don't think keeping these voters in a cage like this is going to help them is going to help them. She then is the cage locked or is there like a latch?
Okay. Yes, there is. Well, there is a locked door with a keyhole, and basically you just see it that it's like a proper reinforced cage. The bars are close together that the rods cannot escape through.
Keeping them in this cage isn't going to help them. In fact, I feel like it's just making their situation even worse.
I know, but the only trust me, I would let them out if I could, but the client told me to keep them locked up. I don't even know why. He just said keep them locked up and just don't let them out. He said only let them out if you're going to use them for your breeding. Other than that, put them back and keep them there. In fact, and he rolls up his sleeves and you can see a few what looks like blood marks in quite big amounts, like bruises, and goes, those heads are not the most comforting things to have hit you. But
oh my!
I had no choice but to comply. I know that doesn't make me any less of the fact I'm working in a way with Team Rocket, but I am not a part of their conspiracy. Trust me, I wish I could. And as this happens, as this conversation's going on, you know what? Let's see. Kemplar.
Yeah.
You got 3 nat 6s, right?
Yeah.
Because of that perception, you're able to see something.
Oh.
You see this one here.
Oh no.
Begin to pull out what looks like a cell phone.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well,
but
it's
Kemplar,
do or
but
die
by the way,
time.
Kemplar is the only one who sees this, by the way.
Do or die time.
Yeah.
Die! We die like men!
Okay.
Lego's not seeing.
Kemplar is going to take Bogdal here.
Yep, I'll allow you
And
one
walk all the
opportunity.
way- We're going to walk up to this guy. And we're going to try to wrestle the phone out of his hand.
Oh, right. Okay. Now who's making the roll? Is it you or
I'm
is
making-
it you or?
I'm making the roll.
All right.
Bogle's there for backup in case things go south.
Okay. I want you. Okay, roll an athletics check for me, please.
14.
14. Oh wow. 14. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. No, he can't even beat that. He only has 2. Yeah, he can only get 12 max. Yeah, he's only got 2. No point me rolling. I know I could keep that hidden, but no. So at that point, he pulls out the cell phone, and Kempler, you go right close after you see the cell phone. How do you want to do this?
Well, I'm going to snatch it right out of his hands as he goes to try to call.
Yeah, so you grab it, and he just looks and just goes, "Huh?"
And then I begin scrolling through his contacts.
All right.
Oh
yeah, Louis. All right,
Oh.
Louise. By the way, Louise, Elizabeth. Since you're both close by, you suddenly hear the sound of what sounds like a struggle, and you both look and you see Kemplar with a phone.
Let's see here. Can I get a list of some contacts?
Yeah. God damn it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. You're Kemplar. I want you. Roll a. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to ask you to make a certain check for me, please, just for the sake of it. You know what? I'm using Holly as the example, but I'm just doing this for this. Roll a technology education check.
Oh, cool. I think that's like one of my lower ones.
Oh fuck.
Let's see.
Basically, because this is someone else's cell phone, so you're trying to think, how do I get the info on someone else's phone?
How do I access their password?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In fact, because of the roll and things, you're able to get it just as they log themselves in, so you easily get it. So with the 6, it takes a little time, but the guard is basically trying to struggle against you to basically be like, "Give me that back!"
I'm going to glare at the guard.
All right. Oh, are you just glaring?
Yeah, I'm glaring.
All right. Liz, are you doing anything or? Oh, Heidi? Oh, sorry, your mic cut out.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of what was.
All right. Okay.
So he's wrestling the phone out of the hand.
All right. So
I already got it.
So Kemplar's got the phone out of the hand. He's scrolling through to look at the contacts and what could be happening. Louise is looking at the guard. Are you doing anything in particular?
Yes, I'm actually going to grab the guard and try and put him in a chokehold.
Okay. Make an athletics check with advantage because with advantage because the guard is busy focusing on his phone.
Athletics. Ooh, that's one of my bad
This
ones.
is escalating rather quickly.
Hey! Oh wow!
Double 13.
Yep. Different numbers, but a nat 6 in both of them. So you grab.
Oh well.
So you grab hold of the guard, and as you get him in the hole, he's like,
I know Team Rocket's scum when I see it.
You know nothing. By the way, at this point, Tycho, Holly, you both now hear this mess of what's going on, and you turn around, and there you see basically the equivalent of these 3 just like, whatever's happening.
What's going on?
What's up?
I think we found one of the spies.
You what? Wait, you're the...
Have they?
All right. Okay, Kemplar, you look through the phones, its contacts. It takes you a little bit, but you do find a few names in there that sound stereotypical for that. Basically a case of, you know, the usual, like, main sort of names, like, brother and mum and house and stuff like that. But then you do find one contact that stands out. You see what looks like a load of question marks with an R at the end.
All around the cacti, the Templar just took the cell phone. He looked through contacts. What did he find? Bam! And he puts the phone on the table so that the collector can see. Is the contact.
Slammed it down like a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
No, it's more of a It's more of a gentle put
You're
down.
just being a random thing. All right. So at this point, you're bringing the phone out here.
Yeah, might as well give it. Might as well show proof that we've got your spy.
Okay. The guard collector looks at it for a brief moment, and he goes, "Wait. That's the name on the letter I received about the client to begin with. You."
Welcome.
And he glares over at the guard in the chokehold, and at this point, the guard looks over and goes, I can explain. Vulcan, could you do me a favor, please, and take out the ash?" And it moves
We're not
forward.
talking about the protagonist.
I know. All right, Elizabeth, you're there, and there you see the sight of basically the magma walking towards you. A flame spews from its mouth. What do? You've technically got him in the hold.
I'm gonna smirk and go, "He's all yours, chump," and move out of the way, dropping the guard in front of the Magmar.
Am I in the way? Am I in the way?
Let me check the Magmar's moveset before we do.
It's a good idea to get out of the way.
All right.
You might not want to see this.
Let me check his moveset.
Holly then, wait, can I just say, like, Holly just asked the collector, like, nervously, wait, what is that magma gonna do to him?
Probably the same thing that what happened to little Angela. I apologize by what I'm about to do, but I am not letting anything happen to not only my business, but to the ones who choose to threaten the cherished. Vulcan!
Wait.
Use Fire Punch!
Oh!
And he's gonna go, and you watch as Vulcan moves right up to the guard. He burns the fire onto his fist, and for good measure, you watch as the Magmar breathes fire onto the fist as well. And is going to go for the attack on the Magmar. And I'm gonna roll this one secretly, because I don't want you guys to see what this does.
Wait, wait, Chris,
I sent a message about it
just
in
to
chat, but
double check, can people die in this game?
They can if they take enough injury, yes.
Okay.
10 injuries.
Yes.
Right?
10 injuries, yeah. Aeon, while I'm rolling this, could you explain how injuries work for the people at home and for the players, Aeon?
Yes, every time you drop to an increment of half your hit points, be it 50%, 0, minus 50, minus 100, whatever, you take an injury. If you happen to heal up above an increment and then drop below it again, it counts as another injury. So, once you hit a total of 10 injuries, you're dead.
It's also worth noting that the more injuries you take, the less health that you have. So you could start off with, let's say, 36. You take an injury, you lose 10% of your maximum health. And that number slowly drops the more injuries you take.
Raven definitely does say the phrase, does smothering someone with a pillow count as 10 injuries?
Maybe.
I mean, they'll have to roll some checks for it, but yeah, technically it can happen.
Louise shield for all
All right, to answer your...
know what to do.
Oh, yeah, by the way, sorry to interrupt this quickly. Thean, to answer your question, I did not come up with the guards' names, but if you're going to, you know it, I'm going to say that we...
I remember last session you said like David and Dixon.
David and Dixon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I will say David is the one that's on the floor. Dixon is the one who was nice to you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to. Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. Okay. Louise is covering the eyes. Tycho tells Susie to look away. All right. And you watch.
Wait. Holly says like, wait. Maybe we can't. Maybe we shouldn't do this.
Roll a persuasion check, Holly. I will give you one chance to roll a persuasion.
I'm doing pacifist route.
I mean, it's a character.
You said David was the one that I burnt the face of?
Yes.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I know what you're trying, but the way the dice works, I'm afraid. The collector looks over to you, Holly, and goes, I truly am sorry, but it's just the way this business is. And I am not letting my magma be a pawn to this as blackmail. Vulcan! Do it! And is going to roll it, and as a mental note to take, he takes 51 points of fire damage.
Oh, man!
Because, you know what, Holly? Because of this, I will tell you, that magma is level 35.
Okay.
Oh my!
I knew it.
Yeah.
Forward to the higher
I'm
level.
not ready for that.
Yeah.
Even me.
You.
Oh, don't worry, that's just magmas.
You.
Nathan, calm down.
Yeah, you did the right thing in this scenario, but let's find out. So, at this point, the guard is just there like, no! No! And, oh wow, yeah, he takes, because of all that, yeah. That is, 4 injuries to him.
Ooh!
He's not dead!
No,
He's not
no,
dead!
no, no. He's under 0, but he's taken 4 injuries in total.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not dead, though. That's the
Yeah,
important
he's not dead.
part.
He's now basically on the ground as a smoldering, like... All the other guards are now looking over at this direction at this, and it's just like, what the hell's going on? And at that point, Vulcan just sort of...
Arrest him. I just point. I'm not even giving orders. I'm just saying what needs to be done.
Yeah, but the guard that you scared, by the way, is just like, coming! And it's just gonna catch him while he's basically out cold and such.
Okay.
And at this point, he basically ties up as best he can. The collector at this point just sort of gives like a... I think that'll do nicely. Kid, can I look at that phone a bit more, please?
Yeah, sure. It's on the table still.
Thank you. So he's going to go up to the table, and he's going to look through the contacts a bit more, and just like... Yeah. I recognize this. And he goes into the desk, and he pulls out a letter, and the letter is there on the table now, and basically goes, yep, this is exactly the same name. 3 question marks and an R at the end. Yep, this is exactly the same as the contact.
Liz is gonna walk over there and my eyes set.
Sure. He backs away a little bit. Actually, you know, let's go to the side.
Keep in mind,
And Liz is going to take a good look at the number on the phone.
All
see
right.
if I recognize it.
Make a history check.
history. Is that a
it's history. General education. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I need to double check. I have to keep looking at Holly as an example.
Oh!
Whoa.
I have a bad feeling about. Oh.
This.
Okay.
Do not fix.
Yeah, this is a whisper. This is a major whisper. Okay, it's up to you what you want to do with this information, Liz.
Oh, where's the whisper?
It's gonna.
Can I quickly say like what a Holland reaction is? To
Yes,
that? What
go ahead. You are entitled to while I do this.
Because technically, this is the first time we actually see a Pokemon like severely hurt someone to this degree, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just say she's mortified.
Alright.
Like completely like shaking.
Vulcan basically. Do you see? Okay. Do you see that, by the way, Heidi?
I do.
Yep. Okay. It's up to you if you want to share that info. It's up to you whenever. That's all you get from me. All right. All right. At this point, Vulcan basically comes back, and he does. And at this point, Collector just looks at Vulcan and goes, "You can stop doing that, you know." And you look and you see Vulcan just basically, as he's walking back, he's pumping his fist in the air like, "Magma, magma,"
He's showing
like
off.
like he's showing off. And at that point, the collector just looks over you all and goes, "It was lucky that one of your little... it was lucky that you were actually out there when you were. I appreciate your work, young man."
I do what I can.
Thank you, whoever drew it on, by the way.
You're welcome.
What?
Del drew ropes on the guard.
Yay, ropes!
Nice.
You could say Del has that guard on the ropes.
No.
And that deserves a whack. Give me a moment.
All of them.
No.
Thank you. All right. So at this point, the collector. You know what? I'm actually going to change the music because it's only.
I was wondering how long that battle music was going to
Yeah.
last.
Sorry. My apologies. I'm just popping this back on because it's the best one that goes. At this point, the collector just basically just looks back over all of you and goes, "I appreciate you able to flush out that spy. Now at least I believe that is the spy in question. Now I know why they were able to keep such contact on us."
I'm really sorry, Mr. Collector, but maybe it wasn't such a good idea to hurt him. I understand where you were coming from, but they just using violence like that. It's something Team Rocket would do. They would make their Pokemon just use violence on others. It's something I don't agree with, and I really don't agree with what you just did.
Upon hearing
said-
Holly's words, Liz is gonna clench her fist. Sometimes that's the only bloody way to get a message across.
I'm afraid to say, I will, if I can bring up my part to this. I do understand where you're coming from, Miss Breeder, but I just felt that it was necessary this once. After all, he threatened my partner, and I just couldn't let that stand. I guess you could say it was just a bit of a pent-up frustration I had to get out of my system before anything else. At this point, the guard has just finished tying up, by the way.
But, sir, he didn't threaten you. It was the client. If anything, he was just the spy. He could have, been in the same situation as you. But we don't know that now. You attacked without giving the man a chance to talk. We might have even had more information.
Make a persuasion check. That's the name of the show. Oh, can you hear what they're Arlen, no. It is a thick wall. You can't hear anything. So if you want to hear what's going on, you're going to have to make your way there.
Oh, wait.
Did you hear the screaming of the guy when...
Where's
Real quick.
persuasion?
Oh, is there not?
Did he...
Oh, there isn't persuasion in this one. I forgot. Let me.
It falls under guile as well. It's, from what I understand, guile is both deception and persuasion.
All right.
Is this true? Is this true, Aeon?
In the games I've played before, I think we ruled charm as being persuasion.
Oh, that could work too.
You know what? Sure, roll it as a charm. Let's do that as a rule there. Charm is basically using your looks or persuasion. Let's say we'll go at that.
Whoa!
Oh, now the good one shows up!
That is near perfect. Wow.
Congratulations, Caitlin.
Go perfect.
Yeah, this is now where I think this is now where it turns around to the line from Space Channel 5. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
I do have one quick question.
Yes.
Real quick. Could Arlen hear the guard when he was getting fire punched?
Oh, I'll say he could hear the scream because it was that loud enough, but that's all he could hear. So, Arlen, if there's anything you want to do, I will allow you a chance because you've been very patient, Aeon, and admittedly, you haven't spoke much.
Yeah, at this point, I'm waiting for Pico to get back with the from the gym leader. It's otherwise I'm relying on a very, very newborn routes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So at this point, the collector hears your words, by the way, Holly, and he looks over at Vulcan. Then he looks back at you and sees like the look on your face and such. And he then looks down at the floor. I guess in a weird way I kind of acted like them. Oh, what have I done?
Heal. Then police.
That's probably a good idea.
Did the client ever show up in person, if you don't mind me asking?
They never did. It was... You know what? One moment before I say this information, if that's alright. I want to make sure on something, if that's alright with you.
Alright.
And at this point he goes up to the guard that's slightly out cold, and he starts searching over him just to make sure there's something there, and goes, "Look, could you help search over him too?" Sure. The guard that wrapped him up is there. So the two of them are looking over, and one of them pulls out a small device. This device is like a small black and red box. And when he pushes the button, there's a button on it right in the middle. He pushes it and a hologram appears out of it. And all it is a shady looking figure. The figure is completely covered up, can't see anything of their face except for their hands and the boots, which I will say for the sake of Elizabeth on this to bring this up, because Elizabeth knows this. Those are Team Rocket boots. And as he looks,
Liz growls at the sight of them.
Yeah, that's fine. And the guy looks up and goes, "Yes, that's the figure I saw." And then as that happens, the figure begins to speak. And unfortunately, it's not an actual voice, but it is a voice changed one. Yes, augmented, visual changed, or whatever.
I was gonna say like an automatic voice.
Yes, that works there. And the voice begins to speak and goes, It's time for your services to be required. I would require the shiny rolls within 2 months of the message being delivered to you. If you do not, then I will make sure that Vulcan will never be able to see your face ever again. Or rather, it will be from the other side of the prison cell. You have 2 months to comply. As per your contract, the deposit has been attached, and and the envelope attached to the bottom of this box. Do not fail me, Collector, or I will come to collect something else. And then the figure just fades back into the box. And as he's holding this, the Collector begins to sort of squeeze the box like in frustration, just like, yeah, that's the one.
When's he supposed to come here then?
It was actually going to be at the same spot where I basically had the meeting with them. It was off a small alleyway off the side of Rustboro City.
Question.
Yes.
How do you even know that was a male? To me, that sounded like a voice changer.
Oh, I'm fully aware that was a voice changer. I mean, as I said before, I've dealt with many clients, both on the side of good and sometimes the side of bad in my early days. I'm able to at least discern a voice change. Unfortunately, I'm not very technologicalized in order to decide on that.
Mr. Collector.
Yes.
I think this. I don't think we should give. I don't think we should give that person, whoever they are, the shiny rose or any of these roses back, because I feel he's just going to horribly mistreat it and use it as a tool. Again, just because that's what Team Rocket does. They use Pokemons as tools, and we can't let them. We can't let them have it. I don't want to see any Pokemon suffer, or people for that matter.
Yes, not to mention it is not ethical.
Despicable.
You are right. I guess I just got really worried on the fact they might take my friend away. I just didn't want Volko to be gone from me. As I said before, I've had this thing from a Magpie.
Mr. Collector, I think I can speak for all of us and that we can perfectly understand your situation. I mean, I'm sure if anyone threatens to take away our partners, our friends, we would do anything to stop them, to save them.
Speak for yourself. I'll never work for despicable humans. If it were up to me, I would fight them. I would fight them before they take any Pokemon away from me.
That's the reason why I left in the first place.
What? Wait. You worked for Team Rocket?
Liz just glares at Beatrice. We
Glares.
all do well, don't we, Miguel?
Evie just sort of shuffles between your legs and just looks rather upset.
Liz, you were a Team Rocket member?
Cat's out of the bag, I guess. Yes. I once worked for Team Rocket. And you know what the irony is? I look at the Collector dead in the eye. That person you were in contact with was my former mentor, Lilac.
I see.
I am too shocked for words.
Forgive my asking, and please don't take this the wrong way with me being blunt about this, but you said former member. What happened? Are you still a part of them, or?
Never! And I sort of lash out unintentionally.
Oh.
The name was Lilac, right?
Lilac. Yes, that is spelled exactly like the character from Freedom Planet before anyone gets clever.
I was going to say the name of the flower, but that works too.
Yeah, that works too. Also, I love Fraser in the chat there is having fun with this. Thank you, Fraser. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. By the way, as this is going on, Alan, you actually look, and near the front door, you suddenly see, managing to cut away the webbing. The webbing. Thank you. A Breloom bursts through, and Angela has made her way inside as well. And Angela looks around just like, wait, what's going... Wait, Arlen?
Is she out of breath?
Yes. By the way, as this happens, as she comes in, Pico is basically clinging to the top of her head and jumps off and runs to you. And Pico rushes up to Arlen and goes, Dick!
Oh. Don't you worry where you've been.
Dick. Angela at this point just goes, I'm sorry, that's a bit my fault. I hid myself away just in case any more of the goons decided to show up. Is everything okay? I got your message.
I actually don't know what they've been up to for the last several minutes.
We can't sit here and wait. Come on, we need to make sure they're okay.
I did hear somebody yelling out, but I don't think it was one of us.
That sounds good to me. Okay, come on, let's go. And
she's going to walk in, and she's going to see the burned face of one of the guards. One of the burned hand that's tending to it. All the way on the other side of the room, she's going to see a guard holding another guard that is freaking roasted, that is tied up, and it's going to be a moment of what the fuck happened?
All right, so Arlen.
Could I have as they're talking, can I have Mochi break open the lock to let the ropes out?
You want to try break the lock?
Yeah.
Okay. You can certainly try. How is Mochi gonna try break the lock?
Boy, I wish Mochi knew Iron Tail. That would be nice.
Nice. What is this? What is this? The anime? Get out of here.
This is not the anime.
Okay. Where is it? I could use.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna use Thundershock.
Okay. Roll the attack.
Actually, or I should say, maybe a teeny static bolt.
Fair enough. I'll lower the AC because you're lowering it a bit. So go ahead, roll it and see what happens.
If anyone knows that the reference.
Teeny static bolt, I get it.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. You go for the shock onto the keyhole. The Roltzes do flinch as they think you're attacking them a little bit because of you going straight at the cage. But as you strike against it, the gate does open a little bit. It's still hanging on by a hinge, but because of the shock, it's basically destroyed the lock, but it's still holding on by the hinges by a little bit. You basically got rid of the lock, but not the lock, if you get what I mean.
So what would happen? Okay, what if I do a shrimp, like try and pry it open?
I'll give you one opportunity, Holly, while this is going on. So Holly, you can make a athletics check. So
there we go.
Oh, there we are, Del. All right.
Okay, sorry, it was glitching out for me.
Oh, no worries. Okay. Arlen, as you make your way in with Angela just goes in and goes, "Yep, this is oh my god!" What roll was that from Holly?
Whoa! Okay.
But where the quiet ones, indeed. Jesus.
Yeah. All right, we'll get to
getting the low rolls, and now you're getting all the high ones.
We will get to her in a second. All right.
Caitlin, never roll stealth. Always roll everything.
No. That's where the sneakiness came in. It was the sneakiness of us thinking that she was shit, but she's not. Okay. Yes. So moving as quickly on, carrying on this. So, Arlen, as you make your way in with Angela, you actually do get her saying the phrase of just like, "Yep, this is definitely the room." Wait. And she looks over and sees the two guards over there, and basically, the one of the guards just looks over and goes, "Oh no! Boss! The gym leader's back!" What? And the collector at this point goes, "Oh,
who is back?
Oh, it sounds like the gym leader. It sounds like Angela came back."
Hold on.
She did.
I walk over, Ralston towards where, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So Raltz is with you. So Raltz is with you and such here. So Arlen, as you made your way inside, you suddenly now see Louise coming up to you, holding the Raltz in her arms.
Hey, I uncover the Ralston's eyes at this.
Yeah.
At this point, it's wait. Okay. Well, I think things are fine.
They're fine? What happened? Tell me what happened.
I explained what the collector has told us in the situation.
I even hold up the rolls to ensure her that the baby is okay.
Yeah, that's fair. All
The
right.
baby.
The baby.
The baby.
It's recently
The
hatched.
baby.
The baby.
Ready, Louise? Protect the baby.
Yes, it's its birthday today.
Happy birthday!
It's your birthday today. Rolls!
Don't
No, don't kick the baby.
kick the baby.
Baby.
Louise, you threw another Pokeball. That's a bad trainer. Bad trainer. I'm joking. Anyway, back on track. Yes, so
Yes.
so at this point, Arlen, you've heard the conversation as well as Angela is there as well. And she basically just blinks a little and just goes, so let me get this straight. You're telling me the collector was blackmailed in order to do this, and I got attacked because of that blackmail.
I nod. Give me a second, guys. The call's glitching for me again.
No worries.
No, that's fine.
Can't believe I was 17 again.
Yeah. By the way, as this conversation's gone on, all of a sudden,
Okay, there we go.
yeah, no worries. As this is happening, before Arlen you have a chance to react, all of a sudden you hear a ding! And those of you in the room see the giant cage door just flung open to the side and just crash onto the floor.
Look me, Ollie, you're stronger than you look.
Oh dear, I didn't even know I had that kind of strength.
Holly, what
Yeah?
happened? What happened? He was looking at that direction, and when he heard the noise, he just immediately turned around.
Well, I was thinking. Oh, hang on.
Caitlin has
Hello.
come.
I know.
I said Holly.
It sounded like
Ow.
you said honey.
I said Holly.
I know.
I'm back, sorry.
Sorry.
It's
Welcome back.
all right, Caitlin. Take your time. If you have stuff, it's all right. All right, but yeah.
No, it's. So yeah, I was just gonna say. I was thinking from what Louise said, how she said she would fight instead of giving in and letting Team Rocket have what they want. So I figured that's what we need to do. And since we're fighting, I figured these bolts don't need to be in the cage any longer.
The collector at this point just looks over and walks over and just goes, you do make a valid point.
It is a
Oh.
double cut, yes.
Oh, yeah. So Louise, by the way, as this knows, by the way, Louise and Angela look over, and you see Arlen basically just like, ah! And Pico is just held out, and Pico is just going out
What's
like this,
What's
Celtic, just like, what the hell's going on? Like, as in, what are you doing to me? Angela looks over you, Arlen, and just goes, Arlen. What?
Yes.
I don't mean to pry you, but what are you doing with your Joltik?
Nothing. I'm just going to pull Pico back towards my chest.
You know what, Arlen? Roll guile.
Ah, that time of the day again.
Oh, that's all of the day again. That's right. Oh,
Well, Aeon's the only one who hasn't rolled yet.
fair,
Fair enough.
fair.
I nearly went the whole session to.
Yay!
Rolling for
Oh,
bullshit.
oh.
Nat 1,
Oh,
Nat
hello.
6 there. Nat 1 and Nat 6, okay, yeah. On 4 dice, yeah.
Balances out.
Yeah, Angela looks over and just goes, okay, should we probably go check out what that was?
Sure.
Yeah.
Raven in the chat, is this Jiltic Pokedex size?
Yes, it is It is a normal Joltik size.
It is 4
Okay.
inches tall.
I proceed. I cover the Ralta's eyes again as we approach the room.
Yeah. No worries there. So at this point, Angela notices the guard the other tied up, and just like, wait, what? Wait, so that's that's the one?
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, Angela glares eyes and sees the collector and just goes, so at last I actually get to see you. And the collector just sort of gives a smirk and just goes, don't worry. If anything, I'm gonna be leaving this one shortly. And Angela just sort of goes like oh no, you're not getting away. You attacked a gym leader, and from what I gathered, you've also been causing a bit of trouble by all these roltzes that were being released and things. So if you ask me, I'd say you deserve your comeuppance.
Angela, just casually.
Yes.
Hey, Angela. Holly just waves.
Yeah. Oh, Holly, you're... Wait, what? And instantly, she just rushes by everybody to get to the cage. And she's just like...
Tycho falls over.
Yeah.
That?
Fair enough.
Seriously.
And actually, as Angela makes her way into the room...
Wait, what?
On the table...
Oh yeah, that thing.
Oh, that's an egg, is it?
Yeah, that's an egg.
I had a feeling.
The egg begins to break. Slowly.
Text above the egg. Oh.
Kepler goes over to hold the egg.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Okay. Didn't expect to do another one of these, but here we go. Where's athletics? There it is.
Nah. Hey! Where's all your good?
Wow.
Why have all your good rolls come when it's not been there? Oh god damn it, Cotlol plays evolution theme. Oops, sorry. So yeah, I have to move you a bit.
It's hatching.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So oh yeah, Puppet's flying over, is she?
Yeah.
Susie,
he's just observing the egg.
Sorry, I just no worries. Okay, the egg hatches. Arlen, are you staying out the room, or what are you doing, by the way?
I guess I'll.
I got you, Raven.
Come on.
All right.
Definitely, given I've got. Yeah, I'm going in.
Crushing a water bottle for the effect. I don't have it, but I have something that sounds kind of similar. You know what? This. That kind of works.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a can of Coke. All right, and as the egg hatches, a bright light engulfs a few of you, blinding a bit, and then Kemplar, your arms begin to go down, and the egg on the table reveals itself.
Shiny! Shiny!
Oh my god. It's beautiful!
The collector at this point just looks over, and he just goes, I don't believe it.
L.I.B.
Shiny.
That is indeed a shiny Ralts. The Ralts at this point just looks around, kind of confused, and then it looks up at the arms that are placed on top of it, and it just looks at you curiously, like,
Mama Luigi.
Mama!
Oh, there's gonna be a Togepi situation.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I would love it.
At this point, Angela looks over and just goes, "It's truly the blessing I'm used to seeing." And the collector, it just looks up at you and isn't sure what to make about all this, and then it looks around at everyone else.
Well, hello.
Mochi is going to go over and basically say, like, wave its paws and say, like, hello.
In its own way.
Yeah, I just smile and wave at the rolls. At the shiny rolls.
Susie's wagging her tail.
Yeah. And Puppet goes to greet the baby.
At that point, the Rolls is basically just looking around everybody at this point. Kemplar, do you still have your arms on her?
Yeah, I do.
All right. The Rolls at this point just sort of clings to the arms as if it's trying to hide away, and it just looks at the other Pokemon just like, what's going on?
Aww.
It's alright. It's alright. I'm going to just hold it close. Use a thumb to stroke its little head.
Aww.
The collector at this point goes, typical that the one egg that I pulled away from the last before you all turned out to be the one. An ironic twist of fate, if I said so myself.
What's the chances, Ja?
It's almost like fate.
Does the collector look at all like he's having thoughts of trying to snatch the Rolls and run?
Make a you know what? Let's see. Oh, what was
intuition?
Yeah, make an intuition check. If you would please, Arlen.
Okie, where's the button hiding? There we go.
No, not one.
Yeah.
3d6 for the night. He doesn't appear to be at this point. He's just standing there looking at it. That's all you got.
Keeping an eye on him anyway.
The miracle of Pokebirth.
Pokebirth. That's what we're calling it now.
Pokebirth.
Not egg hatching. Pokebirth.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Alright, so
Can we coin that phrase?
we could try.
So we have to the index explain it.
We'll do it later to the whole Pokemon chat. Got it here. Alright, so Andrew at this point just goes, well, I can officially say that I never thought I would see a shiny being brought to this world.
Kempler, it seemed to really like you.
I think so too. They're holding out my arm pretty darn tight there.
Yeah. I point to Kemplar. Mama.
Mama.
Not.
No, wait. And Tycho goes, Mama? Mama Kemplar?
At this point, the collector at this point just looks and goes, well, it is the common trend that happened that the first thing that they normally see is intending to be like their, well, I would say surrogate mother or father, depending on the preference. But...
So you're saying that it's imprinted on me?
I would not say imprint, I would say either imprinted or at least it senses comfort with you. It would be one or the other, technically, but either way, the point is, it appears that Rod sees at least some comfort with you. And Angela at this point comes up and just goes, well, most Pokemon eggs are like that. You know, they'll look up and the first thing they see, they'll think that's the thing that will protect them. But still, though, based on what you told me, though, what are we gonna do? Because I get the feeling, though, Kemplar, if you're planning to take that shiny Ralts, though, the only issue part with that is chances are that, well, I think from what I sort of gathered from Louise a little bit, that the Team Rocket would probably be after you for that Ralts.
No doubt about it.
I actually have an idea.
Hmm? What is it?
Well, I was thinking, and Angela, I know you probably want some sort of justice, especially with everything you've been through, and for what happened to the vault. But I'm thinking that the collector doesn't isn't the one that you need to be fuck, what's the right word?
To apprehend?
Yes, thank you, to apprehend. I think now that the collector, now that we have a shiny, maybe we could get this Team Rocket member here, and since we have his phone number and all, we could phone him and we could set a trap.
Surprise attack?
Yeah.
So,
Knowing Lilac the way I do, she won't fall for it so easily. We're going to need to set this up right.
At that point, the
And,
collector.
how?
The collector. By the way, the collector at this point just looks over and goes, "You talked about this lilac a little bit. Who exactly? You said that they were your mentor. I hope you don't mind my asking."
Former mentor. Like I said, I don't work with them anymore. Not since, well, the incident.
Incident? Angela looks over at your direction, just like, what's exactly going on, considering I just got here?
May I explain?
I would
Bless you.
Thank you. I would prefer to hear it from Liz herself, if that's all right.
Right. Go ahead, Liz.
I just kind of glare at I forget what's his name.
Tycho?
Tycho. I just kind of glare at Tycho a little bit before taking a deep breath and cuddling cuddling Beatrice for a little bit of comfort.
Hey, boy.
To be honest, it actually involved Beatrice. When I was still a part of Team Rocket, Lilac actually gave me Evie, Beatrice here, and I really wanted an Umbreon. However, the only way to evolve an Umbreon is to level up its friendship, and well, you can definitely see how Giovanni would react. He don't take too kindly to friendly Pokemon, so he saw them as useless. So I ran away with Beatrice in tow, and I've been on the run ever since.
Did
But
you...
now that they're back in my life.
At that point, the collector just looks over and just goes, "No, I understand. In short, you were persuaded in their ways, and then you realized that things weren't quite the same of what you hoped for."
Why on earth would you even... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Holly.
I was gonna say, why on earth would you ever join such horrible people like that?
I was only 11 at the time, Holly. I didn't know any better. I had just started my Pokemon journey and I met Lilac and... Liz just sits on the ground and cuddles Beatrice. I didn't know what else to do. It's like they were the only family I ever had. It was like they made me belong.
Cool.
And then all of a sudden, the Pokemon that I really want, I can't have because it's deemed useless.
At that point, Angela just sort of bends down, and just goes, "All right, it's okay. I just want to put one thing to clear." And she looks over at Holly at one point and just goes, "First of all, Holly, I understand where you're coming from, but you have to at least give some benefit. At least a little bit. I mean, you know, as children, everyone learns. If you're a small child, you're only going to learn by doing things, and unless you're told about them, you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, look at how you learned your breeding secrets, am I right?
But even as a kid, I knew not to harm Pokemon. But I've heard tales of what horrid monstrosities Team Rocket have done.
And that was because you had the opportunity to learn that. So
But
it sounds
Liz has experienced it firsthand.
And the fact that she's here right now, doesn't that say that she wants to make amends?
I don't know. Tell me, Liz, and be honest. When you were with Team Rocket, did they force you into harming other Pokemon? Did they make you use your Pokemon as just tools?
Look at Beatrice.
Considering that I don't think we ever discussed about this, did we, Heidi?
I don't think so, no.
No. Okay, you know what? I think I'm actually going to say something on this. Okay, Liz, roll a d20 for me, please.
Sorry.
No. She has every right to this, and everyone can agree to that, right?
Louise perks up at the mention of Umbreon.
Or do you want me to do one IRL or just public chat?
Right here, right now.
Because may I remind everyone what Team Rocket did to the Marowak incident?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was bringing this up. Okay.
It's implied.
A 2. Okay.
No.
Okay. Give me a second. Yeah. You know what? I'll bring this up as a public thing. I think it's only fair. Liz, the reason you were given that Eevee from Lilac was because that she essentially okay. For the tool part, no. You were officially training the ways, and you believed in the fact that you got the Eevee. You were more focused on training it to be an Umbreon, and in your wording, the reason is because you wanted it to be more useful to Lilac in whatever she was doing. As she gave you it, you felt it was right to tend to the strength of her. It's like a student basically wants to uphold their master's wishes, as any student would do. When you learned the situation and basically what they did, the truth is, Lilac informed you, yes, that's what was happening, but because of how you were with Eevee and things, she realized that maybe having you on board was a mistake, but not for the mistake of a liability, but more for the fact of that she felt bad on the fact of that you essentially were lied to, and Lilac felt that that was wrong at the time after hearing that for the first time. So in short, you didn't get to experience it, but the moment you heard about it, your mentor got you out of there.
Okay, I have a couple questions about Lilac for you after the campaign.
Very well.
Just for personal.
Wait, after the campaign? Oh shit!
Or not after the not after the campaign, after the session. After the session today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
No worries. So, do you relay any of that information to Holly or to the rest of the people?
A summarized version, but yes.
Okay.
Except for apparently Louise, everybody got to hear that except for Louise, apparently.
Yeah, Louise ran off with the Rolts. Okay, Louise, what exactly are you doing? Are you just walking off to do what you can with the Rolts?
I'm just going to go. After just hearing that Liz was involved with Team Rocket or Awful Humans, she just wants some distance right now.
Alright.
Aw, Kemplar.
That's fine. Aw, Kemplar. Aw, the Rolls just basically begins to just sort of...
So yeah, that's the long and short of it.
I see. Holly doesn't look at Liz, she just looks at the ground, and then she turns to the rots in the cage and tries her best to tend to them.
Okay, make a Pokemon education check. Oh, sorry. You know what? If you're trying to get to them and such, if you're trying to get them to look at you, Pokemon education or charm, if you want to, Holly.
Pokemon education because it's my highest.
All right. While this is going on, what's everyone else doing?
Liz is just going to stand up, Beatrice still in her arms. Look, I understand if you'll all hate me after learning about this. I even understand if you even want to kick me off the team. I'll let you decide my fate. And I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Not looking at anybody.
Okay.
I
All right, so Holly, you do after you hear this, the Rolts do. You go to basically talk to the Rolts in the cages, and yeah, they slowly look at you and hear your wording and such, and they slowly move forward towards you. Arlen's keeping his eye on the Collector and the Associates. Okay, you know what, Arlen? Make a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Perception or perception or intuition, your choice.
Both the same. Yeah.
Just depends what you
Let's
want to
go on.
use. Hey! Where were all these rolls earlier, everybody?
I know, right?
Okay, Arlen, you do that's intuition, right?
Yep.
You do get a sense, though. You look at the Collector, and he looks torn. That's all you're able to get at this point. So it's up to you what you want to do with that information. Okay. Okay, so let's see, I'm trying to think of this. Is there anything Holly, are you just getting the rods to get them out the cage and just get them out, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna get them out of the cage. And do they have any injuries?
Because of the checking things, you do see one of them has okay, you know what? I'll have to bring this up as a proper thing. One of them appears to have 4 injuries, and the other 2 have 9.
Jesus Christ! Okay. Fuck. Would my potion heal those injuries or
No.
no?
No, it will recover hit points. If you're going to cure injuries, I have the ruling in that the Pokemon Center will do that.
Del?
So
Yeah.
Well, Del's wandering
No,
off,
you were trying
remember?
to scare her.
Oh no,
she's
she
not
was.
trying to
No,
scare
no.
her.
No, Puppet's not going to
Yeah,
scare
she was just
anyone.
trying to grab Puppet.
Okay.
Yeah, Puppet noticed Louise was missing and then went to find her.
So Holly's gonna relay this information, saying like these roads, they seriously need help. We need to take them to a Pokemon Center right now.
At that point, Angela nods and goes, "Yes, that was the reason I came back here." And she glares at the Collector and just goes, "You better be really grateful that all these nice trainers are able to vouch for you in this. Because if not, I would have really given you quite the wallop after this." And you see the Collector at that point just nod his head and goes, "I don't even know where the injuries came from, but I don't really blame." And at this point, the guard who was knocked out, the spy as it was, comes to as he hears the phrase injury and just goes, "Don't worry, I'll do the next one later, boss." Huh? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Why am I doing tied up? Wait, what the fuck?
He swore in a
Language!
Pokemon. He swore in a Pokemon show.
Yeah, and he looks up and he sees the Brelm and goes, "Oh! Hello." And he glares to see the Collector, then turns and goes, Oh, you're awake. Hi, boss. And at that point, the collector just does a crack the knuckles more of an intimidation and goes, "You understand why you're tied up, aren't you?" Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry, yes! And he basically cracks. And at that point, the Breloom basically just puts his claw under the chin, just like, "Look, I'm talking! Alright. So at this point, okay, yep, so what's happening now at this point? What's everyone else doing?
I'm guessing we noticed the guy's awake now.
Yeah, you're able to hear him screaming his head off. Yeah.
I'm guessing the spy's awake now.
And the collector.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's got a bit of a potty mouth on him too. If this little one wasn't asleep, they would have heard that.
What's going on? What the? And the guard who's doing just basically just grabs a nearby, bit of. I'm trying to find the way. He just basically just gets his hand and just basically slaps and just goes, "Quiet, you! Whoa! What did I do? It's not my
Could we maybe not use violence, please? I don't think the spy is going to do anything.
Spy? I don't know what you're talking about. I am no spy of any kind.
Sorry, mister, but we kind of had a look at your phone contacts and that hologram that was in your pocket, and I don't think there's much point lying.
Oh, fine.
So I do want to say a quick sorry about you getting hit by that fire punch.
Well, at least one of you's generous about it. Unlike the old and the Breloom at this point puts the claw a bit closer to the neck, going, "Okay, I'll talk. It backs away, and then the collector at this point just looks over at you, Holly, and just goes, "Allow me to take this from here, if you please. Don't worry, no violence this time."
Okay, I trust you.
He gives a faint smile as he goes back. And he looks over at you, Kemplar, and he points to your arms, and he does a shh.
I'm going to nod my head, and then scoot off to the back, towards the back of the room, so that the Ralt is out of sight.
Okay. The collector at this point just looks over and just goes, "All right, you start talking. You have one chance to explain yourself. Because if not, I'm pretty sure that this Breloom here is gonna be happy to fill in the blanks." And at this point, Angela just looks over at you, Holly, gives like a little faint smile, and just goes, "Don't worry. My Breloom knows how to persuade."
Okay, which one of them's good cop, which one of them's bad?
You have to find out.
Yay!
Oh boy!
Alright,
Wait,
so...
I'm gonna have a funny moment where Mochi, well, Holly's the good one, Mochi's just like stands next to Angela and just grins evilly like
Okay, so there's got good cop, bad cop, evil cop. And now...
And Mochi's chasing
on the 13th of November.
What? What? Where were you? What? What ain't no country I ever heard of? Do they speak English in what? I love that. I love that.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
What? Alright, also, Alan, what are you doing there?
Alan is covering the door.
Okay. Good idea. At that point, yeah. Yeah, alright, as you're going over to the door, the two other guards that are there are just like, "Oh, another one!" And the one on the floor just goes, "Oh, please, don't burn me too! I've already gone through enough!"
Alan's just going to loudly announce, "Oh, I have no intention of burning anyone. But the first person who tries to run is going to be lying on the floor unable to move for a week."
Joltik just raises his claw. Joltik!
Pikachu! Intimidation.
Go ahead, roll intimidation, Holland. Alright, meanwhile, while this is going on, the collector.
Technically, I'm rolling guile because I don't actually have a means of paralyzing anyone at this point.
It's alright, yeah, go ahead. Right. So the collector at this point goes, alright, bud, start talking. How long were you spying on me in this? How long were you? Oh my god! 18. Yeah, they believe it. So he just goes, yeah, he just sort of looks and goes, alright, start talking. What's going on? And he goes, alright, fine. Yes, I was spying for Team Rocket. I was the one who was tipping them off about what you were doing. I wanted to make sure you weren't gonna do anything stupid or foolish in this entire scenario. And then he just and then the collector smirks and goes, oh really? So that means you pretty much spoiled everything that was passing by, and you were about to spring the beans on this one, weren't you? I was, yes! You were supposed to keep quiet about everything. You were supposed to get the shiny, I would have stole it, take it back to HQ, and then I would have planted the bug to make sure that you would have got the snip.
The bong?
The bug!
Oh, okay.
You know, for a scientist, you're not very smart.
No, Tycho wasn't saying that, I was.
Oh, okay. good recovery.
Although, excuse me, if I may be excused, I'm getting a bit anxious. May I be temporarily excused from this room?
Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
Susie?
You guys can do what you want.
Danke.
Alright, so the collector at this point, he's just like, so what exactly were you gonna plant? They were gonna plant. I was gonna plant some incriminating photos to make it look like you get the deal, and then it would have dragged that gym leader along with it. What?
Oh,
Yeah.
even so, despite them working so hard to get a shiny, you were still just gonna double cross them like that?
Well, of course! Look, the idea is that Team Rocket's out for money. They're all domination, money, wealth, whatever it works, and power. If that meant we had to save what we could, it was simple. Sure, the old coot got half the deposit because of his morals, but who gives a care? At the end of the day, it's simple. He was being paid to get the shiny. That's what he would have done. We never said we'd pay the rest of it once he got it. I don't recall any part of that on this blooming hologram. So if you ask me, this old coot is a fool for thinking that we would actually abide by the and the Breloom just sticks the claw close to the neck again, like, hey.
Breloom, chill out.
And at that point, the collector just sort of cracks the knuckles a bit more again and goes, so from what I gathered, you were willing to put me in harm's way, not just for my magma's sake, but mine too? And he just sort of just goes, not talking.
You may say Mr. Collector's, you can call him a fool all you want, but if anything, sir, you're being quite a stupid fool here if you don't realize the predicament you're in right now.
It's fine. I'm tied up anyway. I've lost anyway. Besides, what can I say? The main point is, it's simple. If that egg in there isn't a shiny, it's simple. I was gonna rat him out anyway and basically broadcast him as a fool. As a slow, non-person who wasn't able to do the job right. But, well, what do I know? All I was told was keep an eye on things, make sure the Roltzes didn't escape, grab the shiny, plant the bug. And that's all I was told to do.
And you failed in nearly every single one of that aspect because because Mr. Collector here has managed to hatch a shiny, and not only has not only got a shiny, but you are not going to lay your dirty fingers on it. And these vultures are going to be free.
Wait. What? Wait, what? And at that point, the Roltzes clamber close to Holly, and they go right in the way. Kemplar, at the mention of the shiny bit, do you choose to do anything, or do you just stay out of sight?
We're going to remain out of sight. Bogdell at the ready. If the guy tries anything, he's going to lose all of his hair. And even in the unmentionables.
Oh, shoot!
All the hair there, too.
All right, okay. Oh, I see. There's a thing going on there with Susie and Beatrice and things there. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. So at this point, the collector just goes, "We were going to keep it hidden, but yes, the shiny was obtained. And it's not going anywhere with you or to your or to the client. So I suggest you enjoy things for a while. Miss Gym Leader, I think I'll leave the rest to you if that's all right. I think it's time that I get my stuff and headed out in a bit." Angela then just looks at her and just goes, "Just 1 second, Collector." He turns, and Angela slaps him.
The collector got bitch slapped.
Yeah. "From what I gather, you like to do deals. Call that the other half of mine for letting me live. And for nearly destroying my dress."
Does the collector have like a hand mark on his cheek?
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I just imagine Pikachu's just there like that. I think it's the cat from Cats and Dogs, the one that goes, "Oh." Yeah. Psych! That's the wrong trainer.
Man, am I glad that Ralts can't see this right now.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and at that point, Angela then goes, "Don't worry, I'll make sure there's a nice cell waiting for him." And he just oh. Angela at that point, she then looks over at you, Holly, and you, Kemplar, and just goes, "Well, I think it's time we wrap things up here and such. Collector, I'll give you a bit of a head start, but just know that based on these trainers and their testimony, I won't do any further charges with you this time. But just know that I'm not gonna be so lenient if I find you around here ever again. Understand?" With a smirk, the collector nods. He recalls Vulcan. You know what? I don't really have a profile thing, so I'm just, I'm just going to. There we go. And he just smirks and just goes, "Very well. Team, gather the equipment. We leave within the hour." "Sir!" And at that point, Arlen, the one that's on the ground, you actually look and you see the one on the ground just raise his hand like, "Sir, can we at least make it 2 hours before I get my burn healed?" He looks over at Angela and then back and then goes, 2 hours best, but you're on your own for the burn." "Why am I on my own?" All right. So, with that said, let's have a look. What's going on? Where's everybody else in this scenario? Oh, Elizabeth's over here in the corner. So, you know what? Shall we have a quick moment? You know what? Arlen, are you moving from the door, or are you just staying there the whole time?
For the moment, I'm staying put by the door.
All right, that's fine there. Okay.
Hey Chris, when you're done with that, I have one more thing I want to do with the collector.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so right now, you know what? Tycho, I take it you're following. You take it you're following Susie to find Elizabeth. I take it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So Elizabeth is, as rightfully said in the comments there, she's sat on the ground and looking really upset. And so Tycho, you look and you see Susie basically just pouring at something, and as you make your way there, you see Elizabeth curled up basically against the wall.
He'll say in a non-threatening manner, Liz.
What do you want?
I was trying to move this, not rotate. Okay.
It's roll 20, don't worry.
In the other room, I was getting anxious. I take it, I'm trying to figure out what I want to say.
You had plenty of time, fool!
Shush, I think I... Stop, don't pressure me. I'm getting whiny. Okay. So, I take it you wanted to run away from that life. He's trying to keep his tone down.
What happened in the past should stay in the past. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I was going to get to that part. Well, I'm no expert in human psychology, but you were right. You wanted it to get away from your life with Team Rocket. You wanted to start a new life, and you know what? I say that's a very brave thing you could have done. And well, if it ain't, my apologies. I don't have the proper words, but remember when you had that talk with Holly, saying that she had all of us with her? Well, the same could be said for you. You have all of us.
Olivia.
And
Holly doesn't even want to look at me anymore. I don't know what Louise is thinking, but she stormed off as soon as she heard I was a former member. If anything, Harlow would probably feel the same way. Now you and Kemp are, well, amicable towards me, I guess. But
I thought you were going to call me crazy. You're not wrong, though. You wouldn't be wrong. But
no, you already know you're crazy. I don't need to point that out.
Fair. But you know, just know that we will be by your side no matter what. Well, partially because of this whole team thing, but apart from that, as friends, just know that. Should I not bother you anymore?
Nice.
Wait, what?
You cut out a little there.
I said that'd be nice.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay, just take your time. I'll be with the others. Come on, Susie.
And before she goes, Susie does one look at you, Liz. Sort of tries to do like a little mini head tilt, like a little to the left, to the right, like it's sort of like a weird sort of, and then just follows Tycho.
Susie.
All right.
Okay, that's all.
Okay. So last thing with Caitlin, and then we'll wrap up in this area.
Apologies, everyone.
Oh no, don't be. I think you were great. Okay.
Were you? Wait. No, Tycho was talking to you guys.
Yes.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Don't be.
Everybody's mistaken at some point. It's all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Excuse me, Mr. Collector.
Yes.
I understand that. Well, I know the Team Rocket. Your client was supposed to pay you for your efforts, and well, this probably won't really come even close to what he was going to offer you or what your normal clients offer. But Holly's going to give him 105 of Poké dollars.
Oh, wait, how much? Wait, is that what you've got left?
Yes.
Oh.
You're going broke.
Yeah, I'm broke.
He looks at you for a little moment as you hold it out, and for a moment he does sort of. He can't help but just go. My dear, it's true that they would have offered a bit more than this, but you know what? Keep it. I am not that on the shallow end that I wouldn't want to take a trainer's money in this scenario. So, by all means, keep it as a thank you from me.
Even though you're a businessman?
As a businessman, I have to know when a deal is fair or not, and for giving me a chance to do things, I think that's a fair deal. So, call that money back as my repayment for not jumping off the deep end. So...
It's a good thing we didn't, otherwise I feel like today would have ended a hell of a lot worse.
You're not wrong. I mean, Angela was nice enough to give me a pardon, but I think if anything else, I should be more concerned about all of you and your companions. I mean, are you guys going to be okay after, well, your colleagues' reveal?
I hope.
Oh, at that point, Tycho
Why
makes
is
his way
Pico
back.
upside down? He was already. Okay.
Don't
Why
worry.
is Pico upside down?
All right.
Pico's upside down.
Pico's thinking on the door.
Wait, Pico?
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
Pico
okay.
is upside down. Yeah, Pico is upside down. Why? Or he's asleep. Or is wait, sorry, my apologies. Yeah, wrong part there. Anyway, yeah. So at this point, Tycho makes his way back after the conversation.
Well, I hope she is okay.
I will admit it's quite a shocking revelation, and I guess I still kind of find it hard to believe even now.
Well, take it from someone like me. You gave me a chance after discovering what I was doing. Don't be afraid to give her a chance. I mean, take it from an old guy like me. It took me some time to finally realize my mess, so... You lot are young. You have limitless chance to learn mistakes. You have limitless chance to learn new things. Whether it's you miss with your capabilities of learning breeding, or whether it's to your scientist friend and learning the new tricks he wants to learn, or even to the trainer that's burned one of my colleagues.
Yes, Kempla is a little bit out there, but he's tolerable.
Tolerable. Tolerable at
Yes,
best.
that's how I'm having Tycho put it.
On a side note, Paladin has retaliated for what Joltik is. Ceiling Spider is watching you.
Yes! That's what I was thinking.
Well, I suppose it's a lot better than Ceiling Cat.
Or Spider Pig.
Yeah.
Shh.
Holly just giggles and especially when he mentioned like her being being a breeder, and she said, "Well, to be honest, even while I did grow up with my family to where they taught me to become a breeder, I actually have my own dreams that I would like to follow."
And that comes down to your choice. At the end of the day, you're entitled to what you want to do. I mean, look at me. I prefer to stay in the shadows and do what I do. You've got the gym leader who's doing what she wants to do. I'm sure all of you have a good capabilities. But, if it's anything as a extra part from me, can you try to keep meaning me a bit of a secret? I would prefer to stay as hidden as possible.
Of course. And, well, Angela, you mentioned that we should, after learning about what Liz's past is, and that we shouldn't judge her. Maybe you should do the same with Mr. Collector. Maybe not right now, as it takes time, but maybe one day you two will maybe forgive each other?
They sort of both look at each other. She then looks back at you and goes, "Maybe it's a thought. I mean, I'd say not throwing him away into the jail cell is a good start." And he goes, "Well, I appreciate that kindness, but I'd say that's a thankfulness enough." And at that point, Angela basically looks over all of you, and then she looks over at Kemplar. Kemplar, could I have a quick word with you?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
That Ralts. Are you planning to take it with you, or are we alright to take it off your hands?
Well, why wouldn't I take it with me?
Well, it's more along the lines of that, considering the fact that whoever's going to hold on to that is probably going to have the Team Rocket member go after them. So I guess I'm just making sure that everything's going to be okay. I mean, you're welcome to take it with you. I'm not going to say you're not capable, but you will be putting a large target on your group if you do so.
Especially
I'm part of a capable group with 5 other people. I think we'll be fine.
True.
I trust them. I pretty much trust them with my life right now.
Well,
Have you thought of a name, Mama Compla?
I don't know the gender of this little one yet, so give me time.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say, because you got Holly there, you're able to tell that Ralts is a girl.
Girl Ralts.
Yep.
The girl ones are always the hardest ones to come up with nicknames for.
I know, that's why I wanted you to struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to give me a little bit. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, that's fine. You got 2 weeks, buddy.
Yay, 2 weeks.
Yay. All right. So at that point, Angela at that point basically says, "Well, I think it's time I take this spy back to the local police. I'm pretty sure they're gonna love to know about this one. And Collector, know your time's running out." And he just nods. He looks over all of you and goes, "Before I go, one thing." And he pulls out a small piece of paper, and he hands it to you, Tycho, and goes, That there, that's a phone number. Should you, as a member of things, please know I'm a businessman, so if you ever require a shiny in your endeavors, do feel free to hit me up. I might do a special deal for special customers."
Danke. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
It is a nice gesture.
But if anyone asks you, you didn't get it from me.
Yeah, we picked it up off the streets.
You know.
No, mate, we got the shiny legitimately.
And at that point, he smirks a little and goes, "Very well. Team, let's get ready to move out. We have to be ready for the next result. And at that point, Angela just goes, just one question, though. What's going to happen to you now? I mean, the whole deal situation. He goes, don't worry. If anything else, we caught the spy figure. I can just go to the meetup point and just say we didn't. I mean, the truth is, I still have a Roltz left over. But, though not shiny, it might at least satisfy things, so I'll see what they say, and if the worst comes to me after that, then I guess I'll just take it as it comes. I think it's better that they at least get something to satisfy, so that way they don't go after me at any point. But I will do my best to try cover up the tracks that the shiny was discovered. I hope that's satisfactory to you all.
Speaking of Roltzers, what are we going to do with these three? Collie says as she gently pats one on the head.
Well, I think the obvious answer is to get them to the Pokemon Center so that they can get healed up.
Angela looks over and just goes, I actually was tempted to say the same thing. So if you want me to, I can take them with us while we head our way back. I get the feeling your friend Louise is probably waiting for you all more than anything.
Yes, I think I like that plan very much.
Louise is focus training. Oh, Louise has done focus training. Oh, okay. Any reason for that?
Nope. Guys, no, I misclicked. I was trying to look up and see the information on that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right, yeah. All right. So I will say, for the context of time, that as the time goes on, everyone begins to part their ways. First, the collector heads out first with his team, makes his way out of the building first, tipping his hat as he does so as the crew makes their way out of the back door area. Arlen, do you let them through?
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Arlen.
Nice. Alright, so he moves out the way, everyone makes their way to the door, and they make their way outside after giving you a sort of fine howdy do, and they make their way out. As for the rest of you, I take it, is there anything else anybody is wanting to do before we wrap up this bit?
I'm just waiting for my turn.
Alright, go ahead, Del. You can have your moment. Sorry, Del. I apologize.
No, it's alright. It's just I was kind of waiting because Louise went out.
Yeah, no worries. All right, you know what? We'll wrap up with Louise segments. So I'd say, you know what? Let's go to the outside area because that's where technically you guys are. So
Where's my baby?
Where's my baby?
Yeah.
Where's Liz?
All right. Yeah. So for the context, I'll just move you guys out the way for the minute. So if anyone's doing anything, we'll move to that in a second. So all right, Del, off you go. So you make your way outside past the ripped up spider web that has been torn away thanks to Angela.
Yeah. I'm just going to walk over with the Roltz until I come across this pond.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I forgot Angela's down. I forgot Angela's down on that bit too. So yeah. So there's a Roltz there too.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just I cuddle the Roltz, and while I'm outside waiting, I will actually do basic cooking and create baby food for the Roltz.
Oh, she can, yeah. All right, yep. So that's 50 Pokey.
Okay, hold up. Let me reduce the number of Pokey I've got.
Move faster, Pokey.
550. Okay.
Does her cooking equipment have like a money slot in it?
Insert 50 Pokey. Out comes food magically.
Like a vending machine.
Dear God.
A portable vending machine, apparently.
Portable vending machine. 11 people will die to it in 1 year.
Shut up with that fact.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So you make the baby food.
Hard. I feed the Rolts the food.
Okay.
Aww.
There. Oh. Oh.
This is so cute.
Yeah. Yes. I look at Puppet. Mm. You think I'm unreasonable, don't you?
He floats there for a little moment, and then floats back in front of you, and all you just get is this, and it just floats there like it's, and then just tilts its head, like it's not used to you being serious.
You know how I feel about humans, especially the ones that hurt Pokemon. I just gently rock the Rolts as I feed it.
Aw. This is nice, wholesome stuff.
Shush. I appreciate it, but shush.
Okay.
No, knowing one of the group, what was with those awful humans. Was I wrong to leave?
Shuppet shakes its head.
Didn't think so.
And floats back over to you as if to try to nestle against you, as if trying to cheer you up a little.
I take a moment to pat Puppet on the head. In any case, I look down at the Rolts. What should we do with this one?
The Shuppet basically just shrugs like.
Hmm.
And as you're beginning to have this conversation, the fog begins to roll in again.
I want to check to see if there's any supernatural activity going on.
Make an occult check.
Oh, all right. I don't make these checks often.
14. You actually get a sense of familiarity that this is similar to what happened to you on the first route.
Interesting.
And as this fog rolls around, you suddenly begin to hear the sound of what sounds like heavy footsteps, like
I look around to see where the footsteps are coming from.
Make a perception check. At disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, perception, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, dang.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, a 9 with a 2d6. Okay. It's hard to tell. It sounds like it's coming from all around you at this point. With this sort of faint sort of it sounds like it's in front of you, then it sounds like it's behind you, then it sounds like it's around you.
I hold the Rolts protectively. Who's there?
You look confused. It generally surprises me.
Who do I recognize the voice?
You know what? Make an intuition check.
Intuition check. Gotcha. Intuition. Oof.
All right. What's the number?
6.
A 6. Ugh. Okay. As you are doing this, it doesn't seem familiar. You do get a sense that maybe you've heard it once or a few times, maybe, but you're unable to recognize it completely.
I don't know who you are, but I'm not scared of you.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What does that mean?
It means exactly what I said, my dear.
Huh? I'm no one's dear.
You make it sound like that you really have nothing to cherish, nothing to admire. It's not as difficult as that, you know.
I cherish Pokemon. I have no interest in people.
Good. And as you're having this conversation, out from the water,
Yikes!
Wow.
Holy
Giratina?
I use Tina too.
What?
you look, and there before you is a Pokemon that seems strange. It looks down at you for a moment and goes, "It's obvious some things still have not changed."
Giratina?
What? Oh. I look the Pokemon up and down. Do I know what this Pokemon is?
Make a Pokemon education check.
Because I love how you described Giratina as strange. It's fucking godly. Giratina is fucking godly. It's fucking Satan.
I'm having my
Giratina is the Pokemon equivalent to the devil itself.
and I love the chat actually truly says this because ironically enough Paladin said it. Not today, Satan. 7. Okay. You actually do know what this Pokemon is. You have only heard about this Pokemon in stories. And looking it over, though not physically in a full form, you do recognize this as the legendary Pokemon Giratina.
Giratina.
Yeah, here we go.
Just you. Quiet, let me have my fun. It looks you down and goes, "It's obvious some things really still haven't changed."
How so?
In time. For now, I just came to check progress.
I tilt my head. Progress?
That is a situation for another time. It appears that right now you have truly in the case of a mistrust of some kind. And I must say, it is a surprise to see that still has not changed.
I trust Pokemon. It's hard to trust. There are no humans I can trust.
Are you sure about that?
Right now, I don't know.
That is not what I'm referring to. Are you sure? And as it says this, it begins to vanish into the water once more. And before it goes, it looks at you square in the eyes. And all it does before it sinks into the water and just goes, I look forward to continuing to watch this progress. It will be enjoyable to see if you truly learn. And Giratina vanishes into the water. And the fog disappears. And that's where we're ending tonight's session.
I hate
Yeah,
you.
just in time.
I hate you. I hate you. Why? With the first legendary Pokemon we encountered was like what, Uxie, and then Azelf, I mean, and then the next legendary Pokemon, a fucking massive leap, one of the fucking like Eon gods.
This is a fucking cliffhanger.
One of the fucking Eon gods.
So
I was hoping we'd make it to Petalburg, but yeah.
So curious question, Heidi, what did you catch when you got back?
The very, very few last words of the fog disappears.
Okay, so you missed the legendary that popped out the water. You know what? It's alright. You know what, Heidi? This is the one that popped out the water, so you can see it for yourself.
Let me see. Oh,
It's
my favorite! Oh, my baby!
it's cute.
But
And he's
I love this cliffhanger.
oh gosh.
I thought it might have been like maybe like Keldeo or with the hoof clops or the fucking like anything else, like a small baby Pokemon. What is the
Anything
Pokemon?
except for a Giratina.
Yeah, anything for Giratina, because maybe a cute little adorable mythical Pokemon like Mew or Jirachi, but no, fucking Giratina.
Ironically enough,
Jirachi wouldn't sound that intimidating.
I love Cotton's reaction. Nice to leave us hanging. You make it sound like I can't end on a cliffhanger. Right.
Well, he's done this twice in the past.
Yeah, and this time it's now the Pokemon one. You can mock me all you want. You can tell it was a proper cliffhanger. Right,
Yes, it was.
but with that said, well done, everybody. You actually all got through that. So one other thing I should probably mention, and I'm going to bring this up as the last thing to bring this up on this, I will say that Angela actually does give you a reward for helping her out in this scenario. So this is passing on to all the players. All of you receive 600 Poke.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Look at that money.
We all get 600 Pokemon.
600 to share.
600.
Oh.
So that's 100 to each of us. Okay.
Yeah. I knew you'd get your hopes up. But yeah.
I'm in love with the moolah. I'm in love with the moolah.
All right.
You would be.
The moolah.
Anyway, with that said,
Hey,
everybody, congratulations, everyone. I generally thought we were going into a battle about that one, but well done. You actually managed to avoid setting off the death trap I set.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't know that there was a bomb planted, unless it was the rocket thing, in which case bomb has been defused.
That was
Team
actually
Unity wins.
that was actually it. Yes.
Terrorists lose.
Basically, the bomb was defused after Kempla saw the rocket spy. That was the defuse. So well done, Kempla. You saved everybody a bit of a confrontation of the worst kind.
Wild card!
But with that said, that's all for tonight's episode. So, in 2 weeks' time, we will be getting ourselves back into the Pokemon adventure. So, what is next for our beloved heroes? Is the Collector really under a change of heart? Will he be able to disguise the plan for the shiny Ralts that has now been uncovered? What is the mystery behind Giratina's words to Louise? And will the trust be re-established between Elizabeth and the rest of the party after the bombshell of her past? You'll have to tune in next time to find out those answers. Well done, everybody. I'm genuinely proud of all of you in this session.
Woo!
Feel accomplished.
Yeah.
I think.
But with that said, everybody, if you were charged with joy with this stream, you know what you gotta do. Hit us up with a follow, a like, whatever you're watching us. So until then, everybody, it's goodbye from your game master, Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers. And it's goodbye from Aeon.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Dell.
Boy, everybody.
Caitlin.
Bye.
Heidi.
Bye-bye.
Floof. And Thean. Really?
But it's
Excuse me. Please excuse me while I figure out Excuse me while I figure out how I'm going to respec my character. I have to take care of my baby.
He's got a roll
At the very least, Chris, he didn't end with Bobblehead Player the Platypus.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I should do that for Cotwell. You're welcome, Cotwell.
Who reminded him?
I am
Alright.
sorry.
So I'm passing a raid, by the way, because Kotler wants us to raid One Shop. So we'll probably send a raid his way. So if anyone wants to go watch One Shop Animation, who does a lot of animation and stuff like that, feel free to stick by his stream if you want. But until then, everyone, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, signing off on Let's Play Live Perception Check Pokemon Edition. Until then, everyone, stay charged, and catch you all later.
I don't like that.
Uh-oh, he's laughing maniacally again. This is never ends well for me.
Goodbye? Bye, I guess?
Alright, we're just sending them now to One Shop.
Yeah, where you got him there.
Yep. And